The audio setting. Is it on now?
Test. Can you
Okay,
guys
okay.
hear us?
Okay. I think it's on. I think you can hear. Can all of you hear us now? Cannot. Yay, now okay. All right, so we introduce again, lah, okay? So anticlimactic. Welcome to Paranormal Recon, a brand new concept collaboration live stream between Supernatural Confessions and Radio Paranormal Singapore. My name is Timo. Next to me, of course, my Baba bro, my buddy, the king of all EMF, Mr. E.T. How are we doing tonight?
Cheers, EMF guys. Doing great. It's really hard work, trying to sit on my chair in the nice aircon while my brothers are out there feeding mosquitoes. So yeah, it's a very exciting evening.
Yeah, they've got such an easy job. First time it's ever happened. Commentary analysis done by myself and, of course, ET while on ground, on site, navigating the treacherous terrain, which is Pasir Ris Park. Let's cross over to Mr. Eugene Tay and Mr. Sham Louise. How we doing tonight, guys? Mr. Tay, how is the weather? Okay. Chotomate kudasai. Got some technical issues. Remember, this is the first time we're doing this. Last time, all of us in, our own aircon rooms. Now we got some people who are actually on site as well. We want to say thank you to those who have already started texting us. The hotline number at the top of the page, 91480985. You can drop us a WhatsApp. Later on, we'll be inviting you to call in as well, either a mobile call or if you want a WhatsApp call as well. And then we can patch you directly into the stream so everybody can hear your beautiful voices. Mr. Alvin Cruz handling the technical issues tonight. It's been a while since he's done this, so we cut him a little bit of slack. Alvin, okay. So, Mr. Eugene Tay, can you share with us what's going on site? I can't hear him. No.
The EMF is strong this evening, huh?
Yeah. Worst come to worst, right? If we cannot hear them, right, we just make them dance for us. Hello.
Yeah. No, you know what? So
What?
we just conclude the episode. It's EMF, bro.
Oh, no, he's talking through Shams. Is he meant to talk through Shams' microphone? Sham, can you hear us? Put your hand up if you can hear us. You can hear us, right? Okay. All right. But we cannot hear you.
Okay, someone asked, will they perform an exorcism on site?
Will they be performing an exorcism inside? I thought I heard something.
Okay.
Now we can hear him. Okay. Mr. Eugene Tay, what is happening on ground right now?
They're still on. Okay, guys. It's a cool night, and Sham and I are back here again in Pasir Ris. This is our very first Paranormal Recon, and the reason we chose this place is it has a lot of memories for all involved in this particular expedition. Team O, ET, myself, I think this is where we kind of forge our brotherhood with an expedition to the Suicide Tower, where a lot of things happen, which we'll share with you along the way as well. And also with Sham and myself back during the early days of Supernatural Confessions, where he was training to be a paranormal investigator. This was where he cut his teeth investigating obviously the paranormal. So coming back here today is like a bit of homecoming for all of us. And because this is the first time we are doing this, expect a lot of technical issues. But you know what? We want to give you the best. So walk with us through this, and it'd be a fun night for all of us.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Sham Louise, you are doing this for the first time, as are the rest of us. Can you give us a little bit of background? Not so much background, but what is the situation on ground right now? It's not raining. We're very thankful for that. Are there a lot of people in Pasir Ris Park right now?
I think the crowd's clearing out. The car park's empty, so it's just stragglers walking by. A few people here and there, mostly joggers.
Are you sure they're joggers now? Because there have been rumors,
They
right?
have their feet are touching the ground. So yes, they have legs.
You know, people
And
have been
shadows.
jogging.
And
Have seen
shadows.
mysterious people running around, which turned out not to be joggers. All right. So,
Mhm.
but the cool thing about not having a lot of people tonight, I don't think we're going to run the risk of having, your investigations, your explorations interrupted, right?
Well, it is Saturday, and this is a popular spot. So we may not see a lot of people out here, but deep inside you may find lovers trying to get a dark, quiet corner, or just people picnicking upstairs on a bird watching tower. It happens on Saturday. So I'm not too hopeful that it's empty. In some way, I do wish for a rain because that would really create the mood, but then our gears will be kind of fucked.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what are you guys doing to stay safe tonight? I'd like to know.
Okay, so I don't know about Sham. Sham stays safe by
Safe.
being a skeptic.
Yeah. Safe.
Disbelief. Right?
This is Singapore, we're all safe. It's Pasir Ris Park.
Yeah. Spiritually speaking, I will not be doing any
Yeah.
blessing prior to us going in. It's counterintuitive to an investigation, so I would like us to all go in first, and after that, then before we leave today, let's do a cleansing and a blessing before we get home.
All right. Now, are there multiple routes from where you are to the watchtower?
Yes, that's right. So, for the entertainment of our audience, Sham and I will split somewhere midway. I will go into the mangrove area, and Sham will take the main route towards the tower, and we intend to meet there in half an hour. So
Okay,
along
who's
the
going
way,
to
we
end
may
up in
do
the
other
mangrove
things, but
with the
half an
mangrove
hour.
boardwalk?
Mangrove boardwalk, yes.
Who? Which one? Which one
I'll
of
take
you?
the mangrove boardwalk.
Okay.
Sham will take the
Inner
route.
route.
the outer
Okay.
route.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, stay safe, guys. We'll let you move along your way. Before we let you go, ET, are there any questions? Anybody saying anything in the comment section that we want to let our boys know before they start their trek?
Oh, okay. They said, take care. Someone actually said that someone actually said some TikTokers actually went there yesterday or something and
Okay.
spray mosquito repellent.
Yes.
Bit
Okay.
late for that.
Also, I need to ask because our Baba bro, Mr. Eugene Tay, yesterday was feeling very fluey. You feeling better not
Yeah.
today?
I mean, we always tell you guys, when you're feeling sick, your energy is down, your young energy is down. It's always a good time for spirits to come and attack you. So I am feeling a bit under the weather. Much better than yesterday when you saw me online on Friday Night Live, but still not at my peak at my peak. So I kind of hope for everyone's sake that my low energy may bring in something to the investigation. So who knows? I got something in my backpack to attract them towards us. But let's see whether we need to use it or not.
Sounds like a challenge, bro. It's like you are testing the spirits. It's like that's the spiritual version of come at me, bro.
Well, I mean, if you guys have seen me doing a paranormal investigation before, the early days it was come at me, but as I start to mature in my investigative skill, it's very much please come to me, I invite you, not so much the show yourself. I don't do that kind of antagonizing act. So hopefully with that kind of compassionate approach, we may see a more pleasant paranormal experience.
All right. So what kind of experiments, what kind of tests are you going to be doing tonight at the suicide tower?
Ooh, shall we all take that first?
Okay. Well, I've got flashlights with me, so we can do a flashlight test. So, two old school mag lights, which are twist lights. So what you're supposed to do is put two of them on the floor, left and right, and twist them to the point. There's a sweet spot where they might turn on, but they probably won't. So it's just before that, and then we'll invite the spirits to activate the lights, left and right, through various questions we may ask them. So that's one.
Okay.
We could take temperature readings as well. I've got dowsing rods with me, so if there's a bit of time and we do feel that there might be something in the area, I could walk around and see if the rods cross, and that'll pinpoint where the entity could be.
Okay.
All right. So for my side, it's a bit old school. I'm doing traditional. I have with me some concoction that should attract them. I have with me a pendulum as well to get a yes/no reading. I know pendulum dowsing rods is usually something that can be fabricated and debunked very easily. But I guess in this case, we're not trying to fabricate something just to prove a haunting. In fact, if I know Sham better than this is, both of us want to debunk it more than to prove it. and I know ET as well. So we're not going to try to fake it just for the views and the likes. I also have a doll, which is a haunted doll that I managed to procure from a second-hand vintage seller who wanted to get rid of it because he described the doll as able to move, have his eye closed, and he felt it was a vessel for things. So I brought that as well. I brought joss stick and I brought Kamayan as an offering to attract spirits to our location.
All right. Okay. From the folks who have the haunted dolls to the guy with the blow up doll, Mr. E.T. Anything you want to tell the boys before they go down and actually start those tests?
Y'all bring all the stuff, then y'all forget to bring EMF meter.
Oh,
I have that too. Yes.
K2.
Yeah.
Don't start. Don't start.
Don't start this,
Yes, we have that
I'm
too.
warning you.
Okay. Now, obviously, E.T., you've done a lot of investigations. Anything you want to let the boys know? Precautions to take as well? Stuff to keep in mind?
Actually, generally, when I used to do investigations, I don't do any precaution. The main precaution is not so much on the spirits, but whether we have anything that might cause, our gadgets to go off. For example, make sure there's no power source around, lesser people walking around if you have motion detectors and stuff like that. Nothing that can make the EMF meter spike. And then when you're sweeping around with your IR thermometers, obviously if you swing past a metal, temperature drops by a bit, but cold spots are about 10 degrees Celsius. So actually in Singapore, it's very obvious if it's a cold spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk
All
more
right,
about
some-
the cold spot later on as well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You can take us to that exact spot where we experienced that cold spot years ago, right?
There's one more guy I want to introduce in
Mm.
case you all think that this camera is just floating in midair.
It is. Shh, don't ruin the magic.
Not drone, not drone.
This is my assistant, Gerald. Some of you from YouTube may recognize him as one of the confessor. He's also a scout, and today he's helping me with the camera.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on board. All right, just a few more messages before we let you guys go. This is coming through the Supernatural Confessions YouTube page. Janan says, Sham, whip it out. I don't know what he wants you to whip out. Sham? What
Whip
does
it out.
Janan want you to whip out, Sham?
Later at the tower.
Washing
Okay.
Mene.
Whip it
Yeah.
out. Augustus says, please don't disturb any couples in the bushes. They might not be who you think they are.
Maybe we could join in. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Aaron wants to know if you will be doing a love spell later, Eugene.
A spell?
Hmm.
Why?
Yeah,
On
why?
who?
Yeah, on who?
On the couple?
Ma-
What do
I
you
don't
do?
know.
They love it.
Yeah.
I think today, if anything at all is not love spell, will probably be cleansing or communication spell.
Okay. Samuel is asking, are we safe at home watching this?
Wow.
Keep the lights on. Look
I
behind you.
feel the danger too.
Wow, tough, you all guys sit there at home in the aircon room on the chair.
Tough,
So
man.
dangerous.
Tough, man.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you for
Well,
your service, guys.
Exactly. We owe you a toast, lah, at least. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
EMF.
We thank you for your service.
No, the closest person to us is actually ET. So if anything goes wrong, right, ET, you need to
On his bicycle.
on his bicycle come down.
Like Stranger Things, huh?
Yes, Stranger Things
You
style.
need to grab the anywhere cycle or the any wheel and cycle your way down, okay?
More exciting the way.
All right, guys, we're going to let you go off on your separate ways. We'll meet up back at the tower, and then you can tell us what positions you're going to assume.
All right. So
All
now
right.
it's 9:45. We're going to be at the tower at 10:15, all right?
Mhm.
So head down this side. All
Yep.
right. Sham, I'm going to take this right path. You can take the left path.
Mhm.
Your role is to just keep following this path.
Mhm.
Turn right every possible turn.
Mhm.
The same path will lead you towards the suicide tower.
Got it.
Okay?
Mhm.
All right. You guys follow me this way.
All right, fantastic stuff. Wishing you guys all the best. In the meantime, though, for everyone who's just tuning in right now, welcome to Paranormal Recon. Very exciting news show brought to you, of course, by Radio Paranormal Singapore, as well as Supernatural Confessions. It is your Baba Bros, Timo and ET, here in the comfort of our own homes, while our fellow bros are out investigating the suicide tower, which, I mean, I'm just going to give him props, apparently is not a name that was in existence until Mr. E.T. christened that tower the Suicide Tower. You want to tell us about that, Mr. E.T.?
Yeah, so many years ago, I used to be with Singapore Paranormal Investigators. So I wanted to introduce people to the various haunted places in Singapore. So I created the Eastern Ghost Tour. And then I was doing my research and everything. And then, okay, that's how old I am. I received this newspaper called The Weekend East. It's for Easterners long ago. So I remember reading this article about someone committing suicide and passing away there. So during our investigations, we actually realized that that area, many people who go there with the third eye experience different things. They see blood spots, they see various stuff. So it became, like a fixture in our ghost tour, and I decided to call this place the Suicide Tower.
Okay. But exactly how did it get the name? Like, why do people even think about suicide when they think of that tower?
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, in Weekend East, there was this article that actually.
But I mean, one event does not
Mm.
automatically give it that reputation. Clearly, it must have happened a few times.
No,
Only one
once.
time.
Yes, only once.
One time, and already it earns the reputation of being the suicide tower.
Because when people with the third eye actually go there, they do see entities, they do see a spirit. More importantly, I think at least about 5 to 8 of them that came on my tours,
Yeah.
they actually saw blood that was
Okay.
not there. Yeah.
All right.
And they all pinpointed at the same spot. Yeah.
But in terms of, actual news reports, we only have one reported confirmed case of a suicide that happened there.
And it wasn't even on the Straits Times, it was on Weekend East.
Okay. All right. And I mean, most people, I think if you search for it, you wouldn't find it as the Suicide Tower. I mean, government records and all that will call it the Bird Watch Tower over at Pasir Ris Park. But Pasir Ris itself is known to be quite a scary place. I did a little bit of research today. The park itself does not have, aside from what's happening at the Suicide Tower, it doesn't have too much of a macabre past. But what I did find is that the surrounding area that connects the entrances to the Pasir Ris Park, like the jogging routes, Sungai Api-Api, you got that river, which is also a place known to have been filled with murders and suicides from old times. And is this something you also heard about? This was the place where black magic was practiced in the olden days because of the forest areas?
I didn't really hear about the black magic and stuff, but actually, I had a friend with a third eye, and in the past, we used to explore the park and everything. She with her friends. She said that she actually saw, because she has the third eye, right? She actually saw within, I think, who's taking about what I think is Tay, right? So that area, so that area, she actually saw an entity floating without a body, just the entrails hanging out. And she was just mimicking her friend's movement on the bicycle. So
I remember this story while you were conducting the tour years ago.
Yeah, so what she was saying is that generally, if a spirit is doing that, it's trying to actually start a possession on that person. So she asked her friend, "Hey, hurry up, let's get out of the boardwalk."
Okay.
So not so much I hear about black magic, but I heard that.
A bit more about the kampung story later on.
Okay. So I heard about a number of drowning at Pasir Ris Beach as well. So one is actually my friend's friend, and the body was never found.
Okay.
So if you remember that story, it was about the satanic Ouija board. If you can remember that. Yeah.
I think you'll have to tell me the satanic Ouija board again.
Like now?
Like now.
Okay, so basically, this friend, she and her friends decided to play the Ouija board using the satanic one. So basically, the satanic Ouija board is a bit different. Instead of using a spirit coin, they actually. Wait, some people are asking, Sham, are you okay? Because
that's a good question. Why is Sham all dark? Should we call Sham and find out where he is?
Sham shouldn't be dark. Is that Sham?
I don't see
him. Right too fast already.
No, it's all black from his screen.
Is that Sham?
I'm gonna try and call Sham, okay, and see.
Yeah.
Okay. Alvin, you might want to swap the screen so that Sham and I are on the bigger squares, and then Team O and ET on the smaller squares. Because there's a lot to see out here.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can call Sham. Okay. Find out where he is. Okay. Anyway, carry on, ET.
Yeah. So the difference between the satanic Ouija board, basically, they actually bite their fingertip, squeeze out some blood, and put on a saucer and ask questions. So with Ouija board, you're not supposed to ask certain questions, and one of it is, when will I die? So one of the friend itchy backside, like, going to ask when the fella will die. It pointed to a week later. And at that point of time, the saucer suddenly just shattered and it cut all of them on their palms. They freaked out. They just left and went home to sleep. It was only the next day that they realized all of them had a similar cut. It was cut on their lifeline, palm tree, right, and everything. They were all cut on the lifeline. So not thinking so much about it, they think, maybe, it's just coincidence. So a week later, they were all at Pasir Ris Park, just chilling, having a barbecue and stuff like that. Then my friend, Okay, her name is Andrea. She can't swim. So she and a friend already changed already. So they're chilling at the beach side. The rest of the friends went to change because they had to jaga the stuff. So that friend that asked when he was going to die actually went to swim. And after a while, he seemed to have some difficulty. And he just was screaming, help, help, help. But there was no one on the beach except my friend Andrea, and she can't swim. So she can't help him. So she was calling for help and everything. And before she knew it, he just disappeared underwater
Hmm.
and he drowned.
They,
But
they
you know what's
found
the
the body. They
Yeah,
found
so
him.
you know what's the interesting thing? The
What?
naval divers and everyone came by. They could never find the body till this day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
No explanation.
my advice is, don't play with
Never
Ouija
play with
boards,
Ouija
especially
board.
the satanic ones. Yeah.
You need to tell your brother here, the one that's walking through the mangrove swamp here. The guy still wants to play Ouija board all.
Cannot lah, bro. You
Swamp.
just use nowadays. Just play,
Hold
Hey
on.
Google or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try a quick call to Sham to see whether or not.
Result for answer that I want.
Okay, I'm gonna try calling Sham to
So
see
because
whether or
the
not
thing
he
with
will
the
pick up.
Ouija board, right? The minute you move, the thing will stop.
Hello, Sham,
Huh?
are you there?
Yes, I am here.
You want here?
Okay, we cannot see you, lah. I think your camera went blank. We want to check whether or not you're doing okay. We were a bit
That's so
scared.
weird because the area here is pitch black. It's supposed to be lit, right?
Uh,
But the path that I came in on is pitch dark,
right.
which is fine. Except
Shouldn't
but
be
yeah,
Sham. It shouldn't be the pub that's pitched up. Sham, it shouldn't be the pub that's pitched up. Yours got light all the way.
Oh.
Light all the way. Yeah, I'll head back.
Okay.
But yes, but my
Yeah,
camera
don't get
functioning
off
fine as far as
the
I
main
can see.
track into the boardwalk. Keep on
Okay.
the main track.
So you try going back, like Eugene said, back to the main
Back to
side.
the main path.
Yeah.
Yes.
And try again. Please don't get lost. And I think Alvin
No.
would like to. I think Alvin would encourage you to maybe jump out of the video ninja and come back in again.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll reset.
We'll do. All right. Thank you very much, Sean.
Okay.
Be safe.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. All right. Let's cross back to Tay. You were mentioning plenty happening on your little journey at the mangrove swamp.
No, I say this is the mangrove swamp area, and what I'm trying to show everyone is that it's actually pitch dark. We're only on this green light to simulate the night vision, but everything else here is dark. You have both sides of the rails to make sure you don't fall off, and instead of just walking straight, making a beeline towards the suicide tower, I actually made a right turn towards the heart of the mangrove swamp. If Supernatural Confessions fans, some of you may have seen paranormal investigations done here. It is the heart of the mangrove swamp that is almost as scary as the suicide tower itself. For one reason being that practitioners believe that this mangrove swamp is actually governed by a very powerful demonic entity that sort of inspire people to take their lives here. And those who dies here, the spirit don't get out of this place. They're actually trapped. And another paranormal group, I believe this is Crew Adventurers. They used to have a doll here. They create some form of seance to attract spirits into the doll. And in their investigation, the doll moved. So I got a bit of time before going to the suicide tower. I thought maybe I just got to take out my doll and let's see whether we can replicate that result.
Like right now?
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Okay. All
I
right.
think there's people there. I see some torchlights.
Okay. What about you, Sham? Where you are? Do you see anybody where you are? Okay. All right. Once again, to everyone who's just tuning in right now, we want to say thank you very much for joining us for Paranormal Recon. This is a brand new concept collaboration live stream where we've got a couple of members from Supernatural Confessions and, of course, Radio Paranormal Singapore who are out and about over in Pasir Ris Park right now. They're going to be visiting the infamous Suicide Tower to do a little bit of exploration, a little kepo, a little bit of investigation as well. And we're going to be capturing all this, of course, on our live streams on both the Supernatural Confessions YouTube channel as well as the Radio Paranormal Singapore Facebook page as well. Okay. Now, while we are waiting for Eugene to get to where he is, we do want to remind you, if you want to be part of the show as well, please either comment. We would love to hear you talk to us as well. That's why we've got a hotline number there, 91480985. You can do a mobile call, you can do a WhatsApp call, and we will include you right through into the stream itself. If you have any stories that you've heard about Pasir Ris Park, specifically the mangrove swamp or the suicide tower, call in and share them with us. Or if you want to say something to the boys who are on site as well, please call in. They would love to hear from you. Okay. Now, while we're waiting for, oh wait, I think Eugene is ready to set up already. Is it? Are you setting up, Eugene?
Yep.
Okay. You want
You
to,
can see the doll
while
beside
you're
me.
setting it up, you want to tell us exactly what you're going to do? Actually, you know what? I want to know where you got that doll from. You said it's a haunted doll, right? What are
The
you doing with a
doll
haunted doll?
was from a second-hand seller,
Yeah.
and he was selling all his furniture and all. It says this particular doll seems to be a vessel for things. He tries to clear it, cleanse it, like just seems to be attracting like a magnet for spirits to be housed into this doll. So when I got it, I made sure that it was empty. But since it's such a magnet for spirits, I thought I'll bring it with me here today. And if it lives up to its reputation, things might go in and we might get to see some results. Eye blinking, or some of the things that were told to me was it could sort of topple on its own, even though it's kind of
Stable.
stable in how.
Okay. Where have you
Yes.
been keeping this haunted doll? In your house?
In my studio. My
Okay.
studio is like it's if you watch the movie 13 Ghosts, where there's a lot of ghosts in one place, but they're all locked up.
Yeah.
That's kind
It's
of
like The
how my studio is.
Conjuring, that couple that have their own museum of haunted artifacts.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Well, speaking of that, I've just recently opened up a small, very small home museum, Pongo, holding some of the haunted artifacts and um, items of interest to the paranormal community. And we think that we might actually be able to open the doors to you guys to walk in and peruse sometime in May.
Okay. All right. But since you have acquired this haunted doll, have you experienced anything paranormal or weird?
The first week when I first got it, it fell off my shelf onto the floor.
Ooh.
So I picked it up again. I put it back up there. A few days later, it fell onto the ground again. So I said, "Is that where you want to sit? Is that where you want to be? I can put you there. It's not an issue. Just let me know what you want." And then from that point on, he did not reply me. There was no exchange of words. I used my pendulum as well. I couldn't get any response. But following that day, we started just sit on the shelf and never move anymore.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be watching to see what Eugene's doing. Alvin, if you could put the focus on Eugene, so everyone can also see the doll a little bit better and exactly what he's about to do with it.
Can close up on the door?
Yeah. All right. We apologize, in case the visibility is not that great. They're also using nothing but night vision. There is no lights around. Did you just light joss sticks? Is that what you're doing, Eugene?
Yes.
Okay.
I just lit joss sticks as offerings to the spirits around the area,
Right.
inviting them to join us here.
Okay.
Cute, not at all.
Not in a challenging way, but in a more compassionate way.
Okay. Do you need to say anything out loud?
Not out loud. I'll do it in my heart.
Okay.
It's just because when we deal with spirits, it's always about intention rather than the words out of our mouth. I mean, the words out of our mouth is part of intention, but it's usually done with a certain degree of deliberate manifestation. So what I do is I'll say the words in my heart. I will build a sense of emotion within me, and I'll release it out to the universe around. So that's kind of how I communicate with them.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. All right. While you are doing that, let's check in with Sham. Are you still there, Sham? Okay. Where are you? Are you anywhere closer to the suicide tower now?
I'm walking around the perimeter of the park.
In the
So, yeah.
perimeter of the park. Okay.
Well, perimeter of where,
All right. More people around where you are or still very empty?
still off in the distance. This area is really quiet. I'm actually quite surprised it's this quiet this early.
Okay.
But there's really nobody around.
All right. Well, you think there's nobody around. For all you know, it could
No
be a very
humans around.
crowded scenario right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll catch up with you in just a little bit. Let's put the focus back onto Eugene Tay, because if anything happens with the doll, we definitely want to see it happening. Okay. But for everybody else who is just watching, whether it's on the Radio Paranormal Singapore Facebook page or on the Supernatural Confessions YouTube page, thank you very much. Belinda says, I'm very comfortable at home. Belinda, if you want to also take part, be part of the stream as well, please give us a call. You know the number by now. We were just chatting last night, 91480985. If you have any, advice for the boys, what you think they should be trying to do, or maybe while you're watching on the stream, you notice something going on that the rest of us cannot see, we'd love for you to tell us as well. Okay. Talon Bong would like to remind the boys to stay healthy and keep hydrated, okay? Since they've been walking quite a bit. Belinda says, I will call later. Thank you very much. Alicia says, I don't have a third eye, but I have a sense of the supernatural. Just looking at the doll makes me sick for some reason. All right. I do want to see the light, the light on the doll later on, because right now, can't really make out too much about it. It does look a little bit creepy in the green light, but other than that, I have no idea what color the doll is, what color the eyes are. Will the eyes change color as the night goes by? That would be interesting.
Okay, we're going to swap the lights for you. You can see this better now.
Okay. What is
Let's see.
this? What is this doll? This is the eyes, the eyelids can move, not this doll.
Yeah,
Is this one
can.
of those things? Okay.
Look at Dido.
Grace says later the doll might start walking. Titus agrees that the doll is very creepy. Paris says the doll is quite cute. So I guess that's good news. If at any point in time, Eugene, you want to get rid of it, I guess Paris would be willing to adopt it. Because quite cute.
I just
E.T., in your experience
items you want to get rid of,
investigating things, have you ever had, any stories or any encounters with a haunted doll?
Definitely, which is why I ensure my kids do not have dolls at home. So there was once where we actually did an experiment at investigation at the German Girl Temple in Pulau Ubin. We were there with some Ngee Poly students, I think. They were some from the media studies. So they were there camping there for, I think, about 1 or 2 days. When we reached there the night before, they were telling us that one of their friends was sitting on there was a rocking chair in the German Girl Temple. And the friend was just staring blankly into space and just started rocking and was not communicating with them at any point of time. So they figured that the friend was probably possessed. So they slapped the fella and everything and finally woken up. And he didn't even know what happened. So the next day, we set up this doll. It was a porcelain doll. It was, I think, at least 3 to 4 times bigger than the doll that Tay has. It was not a haunted doll. It's just a medium that we wanted to conjure spirits to go in just to, for scientific purposes. So we put it there. And I remember it was a windless night. So as what you guys think, paranormal investigation, very exciting, but nothing happened for a few hours. We only fed mosquitoes. Then we were going to keep all our equipment. So I was bending down, going to pick up the doll. And remember, it was windless. And this porcelain doll is pretty heavy. Suddenly, right, it just fell backwards all of a sudden, like someone kicked it. And the skull just cracked lah.
Okay.
I see also I kanchong, man.
At least the head didn't like turn around like Exorcist,
Oh no, didn't. It
Yeah,
just was like,
I would have like.
yeah, but
pinching,
it
peed
looked
my
like
pants like
someone
that.
kicked it.
Okay.
But there was no one around it. I was the only one going to bend down to pick it up.
Okay.
And after that I was a bit freaked out and then asked the junior, hey, you go and keep the doll. You go and keep the doll. 'Cause I also a bit takut.
Okay. All right. So, Tay, are we still just observing the doll, waiting for something to happen? Okay.
No, I think I'm gonna walk towards. You can move the mic. I think we're gonna walk towards the suicide tower now because I think Sham, judging by the time, he should be arriving very very shortly. So
Okay.
we can
All
continue this later.
Okay. All right. Let's cross over to Sham. Sham, can you just maybe just swivel your camera where you are so we can see exactly what kind of area where you are? Is this the jogging path? Is it? Are there benches on the
it's a
side?
jogging path. So I've reached a bridge, and there are more people here.
Okay.
But behind me, I think that should be the tower. But there's a lot of lights.
Okay. All right. Well, while you are around the area where people are known to jog, I thought it's time to read some stories, okay, that we found about the Pasir Ris Park, particularly about the jogging. Some years ago, and this is where I'm going to need Alvin to put up the picture later on. There was even reported on Mothership about a female runner who said she experienced something paranormal. She was running in Pasir Ris Park, very easily where Sham is right now, when she encountered something that looked like a woman sitting on one of the benches in the park. Alvin, can you bring up that picture? Like this is during a time where there are handphones. She managed to take a picture. Okay. Now, she said she saw this woman sitting on one of the benches and there was something off about her just sitting there by herself at night in the dark. Now, the strangest thing about her was that she looked like she had no legs. And if you look at the picture there, yeah, kind of looks like she got no legs, right? Okay. Now, as the jogger ran past this strange looking woman, she heard someone or something calling out her name. The problem is there was no one there, especially no one that knew her name. Okay. So this is where we let our CSI expert, critical supernatural investigation, Mr. E.T., tell us what's going on.
I mean, looking at the picture, really no legs lah. But actually, I think she's probably sitting like how I'm sitting now. I'm
Cross-legged.
cross-legged on my seat. Yeah, that's why I have secret lab, right? That's just nice to cross-leg your, maybe she's eating because she, you cross your feet and then she put the kacang there and nicely can makan and look at the scenery lah, I think.
Does it actually look like a woman? Could it be a bird?
A bird, bro.
You know what?
I
looks
mean,
like
I
the
go
head, hair?
safari all. I've never seen a bird that looks like that. It looks like a woman with their hair, nicely at the back of the
Right.
bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think it could really just be a random woman just sitting there? Okay. All right. What about the voice, hearing the name?
Okay, the one I can't explain. She was in the mangrove swamp or
No,
outside? Or
running. Basically near where Sham is right now.
I'm just curious. What was her name? Is it a common name?
Don't know. Didn't say. Not reported by Mothership.
So maybe common name. Someone else calling a. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't know. But in a park, especially somewhere like Pasir Ris, you see, even when they're going in around, there's a lot of people around. Either they're doing camping, there are a lot of campers there. Nearby is downtown east, so sometimes you do get some kind of noise pollution, and maybe it's a common name. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, Atok Kyong says it's a Penanggal just chilling by herself. Azing says the leg behind the white part of the bench, maybe. Earlier, I thought maybe it could be a bird. Grace says it could be a big jiao. Okay, maybe. All
But
right.
you know what's interesting? Every time hantus for some reason, and that's why I will never be a hantu. You know why?
Why?
All got long hair and wear white lah.
So because you got no hair, you cannot be
I
a
got no hair, I
ghost,
cannot
is
be
it?
hantu because hantu all long hair. Have you seen a botak ghost?
got Toyo botak.
Yeah, okay. I mean the bigger one lah, like this kind. This one the bigger, the more adult kind of hantu. All got hair one. Where got hantu no hair? Only the smaller ones lah. Understand? Because those are a bit different species. But the bigger ones usually are taller and then long hair. Then you know what? Their favorite color is white.
Your favorite color not white, huh?
No black usually.
I thought red because you're Liverpool supporter.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. I guess they still got a ways to go before
Almost there, Rick.
Oh, almost there already. Okay. Got time to read one more story now?
It's just right here. See the tower?
Okay. No, I cannot see the tower.
Right here.
Okay.
Looming to shot.
Okay.
In fact, where Tay
I'm
is
sure you got
now.
time to read stuff.
In fact, where Tay is now, do you remember not, Tim, when you were on that tour that we were leading?
Yes.
It was around here that one of the members had this amulet shatter. Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
What happened? I don't remember the shattering of the amulet. Tell us.
Because that is
Okay.
actually my own friend. Tay, you want to share that story?
Yeah. I remember there were a group of 15, 20 people here, and then they were walking down the boardwalk. They got spooked out for some reason, right?
No, because remember we passed
energy
them
of
the
night.
gadgets. We passed them the gadgets, so maybe
Yeah, so this lady was holding on to her jade Kuan Yin amulet, and then she walked past here, not here where we are, but the other side, just down about 10 meters where I am. It just shattered in her hands. And then another lady with the talisman says that she put it in her pocket. She was holding on to it the whole time, but when she got out of the park, It just disappeared. It vanished. She said, I'm sure I didn't drop it because I was holding on to it the whole time. And the only time I took out was just maybe to like wipe my hands. But when I put my hands in, it's gone.
Okay.
And where's Sham?
Sham.
Sorry, Alvin, can you put Tay back on the screen?
Tay is on the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
What are
Okay.
you looking
This
at?
is the suicide tower.
E.T.
No, I'm just reading out the comments.
Okay, where I'm
Maybe
standing right
there's a
now,
lag somewhere.
I'll tell you the story later on, but where I'm standing right now is where we were all here putting our hands into this part of the air. And
Okay. Can you focus down? Let's see the spot where you saw the cold spot.
so we put our hands in, and it was a cold spot. We have a thermometer. It was 10 degrees colder than the surrounding. And the
Mm,
best part about that cold spot is suddenly start to move. And everyone's head was going this way.
right. Okay.
And it's so timely because we said this was the spot where she jumped down and died.
Okay. You have a thermometer on you, bro?
No,
IR
no,
thermometer.
I
Can we
got
measure
EMS.
the temperature there?
You got a K2.
Sorry. IR thermometer, you know.
No.
Okay. What kind of
Okay,
what readings are we getting?
nothing. Zero so far. But let's go and find Sham in case he lost his way.
Sham
Because
kena the 鬼遮眼, is it he?
the path here is actually quite dark from outside.
Okay. All right. You know, this is what's gonna happen, right? He's going to look for Sham, and then Sham's gonna appear. And then Sham's gonna go and look for him, and then
Yeah.
he will appear. And
see?
they'll
It's
both
not
just keep
the-
missing each other.
That's how you
Yeah.
explain 鬼遮眼.
Okay.
Because actually it's not 鬼遮眼, it's just two people that can't find each other. So science,
Okay.
bro, science.
Okay,
science.
okay. Come. While they're doing that, let's read another story, lah. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So this one I took off moonmausoleum.com. A lot of people are sharing these stories. It talks about that suicide that you're talking about, lah. What was reported, right? So the urban legend, probably what started the whole thing about the suicide. It started with a boy with a third eye, okay, that ended up falling from the tower. Now, for those who don't know what the third eye is, basically you can see ghosts with this eye. All right. Now, the story goes that he was hanging out with his friends, playing around, when he spotted something at the tower. Okay. And he told his friends, I see something there. Now, everyone's assuming it's a ghost. So the boy, along with his friends, agreed to come back at night on their bikes for further exploration about the strange things that they saw. Now, while they were resting at the bottom of the tower, suddenly the boy with the third eye stood up and ran up the stairs. Alamak, I almost got scared. Okay. All right. So he ran up the stairs, he climbed to the top of the tower, and then he jumped. And obviously, he fell to his death. Now, some of the friends ran to get help while the rest stayed back and watched over their friend as he slowly died. But before he died, he told them about a feeling of being pushed from the tower. Now, according to him, it was an entity that forcefully made him fall. And according to the story, he died on his way to the hospital. Do you remember what was reported in the news itself?
No, when how long ago was this? Do you
Don't
remember
know,
the
didn't say.
article?
Didn't say.
Because from what I understand, I mean, I always follow closely of any reports with regards to the suicide tower. The only one that was apparent was the one in Weekend East, and that was many years ago, and I think it was a female. So this boy passing on, I don't remember coming across this article.
Okay, all right.
Mm.
I'm looking at Tay. He cannot find Sham. Where is Sham?
I found him, buddy. I found him.
Where is he? In the
He
bush.
missed the turn and he went off towards the bridge. So
Oh.
the path towards the tower is actually right here. You can see it's quite dark.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that him walking?
Yeah, he's walking towards me.
He wanted to go. He was walking towards downtown East. I think he heard some party there and everything.
The gimbal died.
I charged it the whole night last night, suddenly no power.
Technology.
Alamak.
Oh, something drained.
Something
Something
drained.
drained your
Okay.
battery.
Just now was full power when we started.
Oh man.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Someone just texted in and said earlier they saw like a figure in black
Huh?
Eh?
No one.
walking towards Eugene. Says, guys, just a few minutes back, I saw a black figure walking while he was in front of the tower. Who is that?
Was there
Wow.
anyone? No one. What? We were alone at the
I feel a
tower.
bit kanchong already. Really? Then what are you waiting
Oh,
for? Hey, hurry up,
when
go
we were,
inside.
when we were doing our technical test, when I walked into this road, this was where my phone died.
Okay. One of
Then
you
when I
needs
walked
to
out
one of
again,
you needs to mute your microphones because we're getting feedback.
Yeah. Right. So I was walking down this exact path to do the test to make sure that we have our signal and all that. After walking down here, the phone started having this static reading. The minute I saw the suicide tower inside, my phone just died. And I think you guys remember that part where you're hello, 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 and I had nothing. I had no connection until I walked out of here and round all over to the bridge on the other side of the mangrove, and then the phone the connection just came back.
That's what I did.
But tonight don't
I
have
know
lah.
it's
So tonight
not.
got no EMF interference.
But I know it's not that this place has no research because I grew up here in Pasir Ris pretty much all my adult life from 14 to 35, right? So I know this place pretty well. We come jogging all the time, make out here all the time, investigation here all the time. So it's like a playground for me. But then
Okay.
one day when I was here on my own, my gadgets just died. And today, some gadgets died.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to review the video, the feed. Can you guys remember which part was it before or after he was using the EMF that you saw a figure walking towards him? Maybe you guys can leave in the comments, then I can review the footage.
Yeah.
You see,
And-
you see anyone?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Sheesh.
Remind me again, like
Okay,
you
it's
know,
empty
years
today, I
ago,
guess.
when we did
No one-
that,
no one-
when you brought us here as part of the tour, right? This was the same one where not only the batteries drained, but the photos from the camera mysteriously disappeared after that. Is that the one?
Yep.
Okay. And this is the one where your ex at the time came back with scratches on her back, right?
Yep. Correct.
And it all happened from this trip to the suicide tower.
At one spot, yeah. She was standing here and she's like, oh my god, I feel pain. Then she took off the top, and I think if in front of live audience, we all saw the scratch appear from the top of the back of neck, top of shoulders, all the way down under her bra strap to where the base of her spine is, and it was appearing in front of our eyes.
Right.
The cold spot, the 10 degrees was right here because we said this was where she fell, and we turned on the thermometer. We said it can't be right because the temperature is just off. And we put our hand inside, it just felt like a fridge, and the cold spot moved. And also that day, I remember standing on the steps to sort of host the tour group, and someone was saying, move away from the step because not one, but a bunch of them with the side was able to see a shadowy creature, shadowy entity standing behind me on the steps.
Okay. All right. So now that you guys are at the base of the suicide tower, how are you going to position yourselves? Who's going up? Who's going down? Who's going to be taking temperatures? Who's going to be using the?
We're gonna take turns.
the rods.
I think since Sham is going with the technology route, Sham should go up first, set up everything, and try to capture as many tangible evidence as possible for our audience. If he gets nothing at all, then I'll try to go up and let me try to summon it again, and together let's see whether we can piece together some sort of evidence-based approach to today's investigation.
Okay. All right. All right,
So
all right.
Sham, you go up first, and I'll stay down here. Anything
Okay.
at all, you just shout for help.
Yes.
Okay. Paris says actually less people there is the better because otherwise too much renty, the spirits won't come out. And in case you're wondering, ET I think is still trying to find that spot where they saw something. It was when I said, "What are you looking at?" That's the timestamp.
I have no idea where that was,
That's
man.
strange. Today Saturday, there's no one here. It's so quiet.
Okay.
I can't seem to spot that figure that you guys were talking about. So I would love to see it.
Okay.
Because honestly, as you guys were sharing just now, that tour that Tim was on, and Tay was sharing the story, it was really one of my most memorable tours because
Of me.
multitude of things happened. No, sorry.
Shit.
Yeah, that was the first time we held hands in the cold spot. It was pretty romantic. But it was my first time in my entire life of paranormal investigation over 20 years that I actually felt a cold spot. I mean, it is so rare in Singapore, but it's also very apparent in Singapore because of the heat that we have. So it was really very exciting, and it was not because of Tim. it was really because multiple things happened, the scratches, and then my friend's amulet shattered. Really, it was really, really awesome.
Okay. All right. Sheila has texted in a story about a doll. Okay. By the way, Itia, someone sent the video. I
Yeah.
just sent it to you. Okay.
I'm watching it
Sheila,
now.
would you be okay if I did a WhatsApp call with you and you can tell us this story? Can you let us know? And then I will call you and patch you into the stream so that you can tell us exactly what's going on. All right. It seems very dark right now. Please be careful, guys, wherever you are. I can't even see Sham at all. Sham, are you at the top already?
Yes, I just got up here.
Okay. Very, very dark.
Super dark.
Can't even see stars. Okay, I see a little bit of light now.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, there's nobody up here today.
Hmm.
Doesn't
All
even
right.
look like anybody had a picnic. It's all clean.
Well, maybe it was just cleaned recently. Okay, so where are you going to be positioning yourself and what exactly are you going to be doing?
Well, well, there's only 3 sides to be. There's either this end,
Hmm.
the area here where the walkway to the stairs is, and this other end. So there's not really a lot of place to go.
Right.
So I'm just gonna maybe just sit around here for a while. Maybe get used to the energy of the place. Give it 5-10 minutes, and then after that start maybe putting the the torchlights out and running a check with the EMF detector to see if there's anything around.
Okay. All right. You're going to bust out the dowsing rods as well, right?
Yeah, I could do that. But I guess it's more of if we actually feel anything up here.
Okay,
or
well,
sense
find
anything.
somewhere to situate yourself. Prop the
Yes.
camera up, and I guess temperature readings are probably first on the checklist.
Mhm.
So if there is a
Yeah.
cold spot, you can see a difference in temperatures. Red Spiker is asking, boys, do you need Mac delivery? Y'all just really want to sabo the poor Mac delivery driver, right? Who's got to go all the way there.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Belinda says tonight she feels like all the Hantus went out to party and nobody's at home.
She might not be wrong. I actually feel really comfortable up here right now.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I don't. Okay, I don't know if you can pick it up on the mic. Somewhere towards that direction, which is towards the chalets, there seems to be a lot of partying going on. So yeah, there's actually a lot of ambient noise and music that's coming through I can't see it, but it's all beyond the trees here.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's quite
it's
common.
not
That's quite common up there.
correct. So it's not like dead quiet.
Okay. Well, we'll try and keep as quiet as we can, at least for a little bit while you're doing your test, because we also want to see whether or not you can hear things. The teddy bear, one of the viewers, says, please listen out for footsteps above the roof.
Will do.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my mic on because I want you guys to, if possible, hear the ambient noise around me as well. J-Man, Gerald, the guy's holding my camera, he's a bit spooked. He mentioned to me just now as he was standing there, I'm sitting on the stairs, he has his back towards the darkness. He felt his whole back, just his back, goosebumps just start to rise. And as he was standing there, just listening to you guys chatter on the commentary, he heard footsteps shuffling behind him. And because I'm facing him and he asked me if I see anyone, I said, no, I did not see anybody. So perhaps like what someone saw just now, a shadowy creature or entity walking past us, I really don't know. But there are footsteps around. So you are right. Sham is right. There are sounds from the chalet. You can hear them, but that's far away. It's very distinct. The sound here, even the leaf drop and the sound over there, you can tell the sound apart.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Quick check with ET. Did you look at the video that Ao actually sent? I forwarded it to
Yes,
you.
I did. I don't know whether we can actually show it to our viewers out there. I forwarded it on the group chat. There was a person there, but I can't find it on the actual footage in our stream, but the reader actually sent that video, and it does look like a humanoid walking lah.
Oh, I see it. I see.
Humanoid.
Okay.
You see it? Yep. It's
Okay.
a human.
Alvin,
It's a
is
guy.
there any
I wanna
possible
watch.
way for you to download that video from the chat group and then play it out? Okay, we'll leave that to Alvin to sort out, and then we'll see whether we
Yeah.
can put it up.
Again, right? You heard?
Put Tay back on the screen.
Something drop.
It is on the screen.
I'm gonna go with fruits.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you looking
This
at?
is the Swiss.
All right, so that right there.
Yes. There's a video.
Okay, I think he's gonna
Put,
try and rotate it
Tay
for a
back
little
on the
bit,
screen.
but you did see it.
see?
It is on the screen.
Shit.
Okay, there we go. What are you looking
This
at?
is the Swiss.
Put Tay back on the screen.
It is on the screen. Can you see it, Tay? Do you remember seeing this?
They didn't see it because his back is actually
What are you
facing the
doing?
human.
It's a human. It's a human.
Put
It's not
it's a
someone
human.
back on the
It's a human lah.
It is on
You look. Yeah, that is a person with arms swinging like a normal human.
Well,
Where did he go?
You go this
okay.
way.
I didn't
Well,
see
I guess if they were looking at Tay, it could really just have been somebody who was jogging, lo. What are you looking?
No, the person wasn't jogging, fellow walking lah, strolling,
Yeah.
holding flowers or something. There's
But-
something that
but
can look at
Are
newspaper.
we sure it's a person? This is like
I-
guaranteed,
Tay
confirmed,
back on the screen.
beyond a reasonable doubt it's a person.
What are you
I'm
looking?
quite certain lah from the way the Tay back person's on the arms screen. are swinging. Usually hantu don't
What are
move
you
like that.
looking?
lah.
How do you know? How many hantus
Yeah.
do you know? I would like
Exactly. You can't even see it. Usually it's damn rare.
so
No,
just
I don't want to believe it's a hantu, but can we also not debunk everything just because we don't want to believe?
yes. So I think
I want to believe.
there is just as much reason that there is just as much reason to believe that it is a hantu as there is to believe it's not.
Mm.
Is that fair?
Yeah, exactly. So like cold spots, I have no explanation why it happened. So me being a paranormal investigator, I always try and see, what we can explain by science and what we totally cannot explain by science.
Hmm.
So I really hope to see something that's interesting lah tonight.
Let's hope that this figure will come back. Left something there. We'll come back to pick it up later. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
So
we
what
can do
I'm guessing, if it
Hmm.
was a real person, okay, he walked in, he sees too dark, or he sees, there's someone in here filming, then he can block up posting, he walked back out,
could be.
right? So that could be. I'm just going with a few plausible explanations here. He walked there, he do this. Oh shit, so dark. Let's turn around. Or
Maybe he thought you're waiting for a date.
No,
lah.
maybe he
didn't
thought you were
want
going to
ruin
find
your moment.
find his girlfriend or what, then he saw Tay, alamak.
yeah. But what I want to do is I want to go back home. I want to blow that screen up to see whether
Yeah.
there's any features. I mean, like say for example, he wears a jersey. Then okay lah. I don't think I've ever heard a ghost story of a ghost wearing a jersey walking in like that, right? So then I'm willing to go with a human. But right now, because I didn't see it, but it's there on the video, I cannot be sure that it's a human. Not for me. Not being in here. You guys are safe at home, right? But here is total darkness. It's a very spooky feeling. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I mean, the feeling that you have right now, the vibe, the aura. Okay,
Yeah.
has it changed a little bit, or as time has gone by?
I off the light and let everyone know.
okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna off the lights to show you how dark it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how dark it is.
Okay.
Right, this is my EMF. Right, you can see the light here, but that's about it. Okay, turn on lights again. So the feeling that you're gonna get standing here, there's cricket sound.
Mm.
Yes, there are sounds, people laughing from the chalet, but honestly, that actually makes it worse. It sounds of laughter from a distance while you are in quiet environment. That's scarier. There are sounds of seats dropping on the boardwalk, so you go like tuck, tuck, tuck. And because it's so quiet, every time a seat drop, it's easy to get startled.
Mm.
The other thing that we also kind of hear very often around here is what sounds like footsteps. I don't want to go and declare that, yes, it's a confirmed footsteps, but you hear sounds of the wood creaking from one point to another point. I know ET may say it's probably the temperature change, and you might be right. But because it's creaking from one point to another point, you can't help but feel its footsteps walking along the boardwalk. So things like this, the sound, the environment, the darkness is going to play tricks on your mind. And even if there's no ghost, you are going to feel there's a ghost. And the minute you start feeling and fearing, that's when you manifest. And any entity out there who wants to play around with you, that's the best time to feed on that sentiment and come and visit.
Okay, but I mean that's it. You are quite a sensitive yourself, right? Do you sense that there is something there now? At least compared to when you were walking by just now at the mangrove swamp.
No, I sense two entities walking towards me. One's a female and one's a male. But you want to turn the camera and see whether are they real person or the spirits? Okay, they are real person. So okay, yeah.
Don't scare them, lah.
I,
Hello.
yeah, I like streaming. Enjoy.
See, lah, now they got to go and find somewhere else to have their special moment.
Yeah, the EMF meter went off, I think.
Is it?
Okay, but any does that area feel cold? Not. I mean,
It's a cooling night, guys. It's a very chill night. Like I'm not really sweating. You know, some nights when we come here, we are like humid, we are dripping sweat. No, tonight it's very, very cool.
okay. But the cold spot where we were just now,
Yeah,
it doesn't
normal-
feel
normal
any colder.
temperature. Normal temperature.
Actually, I'm wondering, Tay, are you going to like set up the doll at that cold spot area with your EMF meter?
You want me to set up here or set up upstairs? Up to you guys. You know what? Let the audience vote, guys. This
Yeah.
part where they
Yeah.
can choose their own adventure.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So, do you guys want to
What do you
see
want me to
him
do?
set up the doll at the base, which is rumored to be where the body fell years ago, or do you think it should be set up upstairs at the top where there have also been experiences as well? Okay, let us know. Carlos
So
says
I
put
also
it
can vote, right? I also can vote,
upstairs.
right? I can vote or not?
Teddy also says upstairs. Dilla says upstairs. Yeah. Someone says put the doll on the stairs itself.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, let's cross over to Sham. Sham, what's going on up there? I see lights flickering around, like things are going on. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm sitting around here just getting used to the atmosphere of the area.
Hmm.
I don't know if you just picked that up. I heard Tay downstairs.
Okay.
Coffee.
Alvin, can you focus on Sham's? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got a head torch on right now. It is pitch black.
Right.
It's not a super dark night, to be fair. The sky is actually pretty nice. It's pretty cooling up here, but it's definitely I wouldn't call it cold by any sense of the word. It's but it is really noisy up here.
Okay. What kind of temperatures are we looking at? You've got the IR thermometers, right?
Everything it's about 20. It's going off about 25, 24.
25, 24. Okay.
Yeah, very comfortable.
All right. So it's not a muggy night. It's not hot. It's not humid.
It's not windy either, so the branches aren't moving. You know, this whole area surrounding us is just a lot of tree branches. It's just
Oh, makes
trees.
sense. The general forecast tonight, I'm looking, is 26 degrees.
That's
So,
right.
I mean, that pretty much matches the temperature. But no, I mean, as
There's
you,
a lot of
you
noise
point
in the
the IR
trees.
thermometer around that, there are no like
Mhm.
visible differences, like stark contrast, right?
Nope. Yeah, nothing. It's all about 24.
Okay.
Nothing significant to call out.
Right. Okay.
There's a lot of movement in the trees, which can be expected from the animals and whatnot. Yeah,
Okay.
but you know, I could have a nap here. It's really comfortable up here.
Have you busted out the dowsing rods?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. We'll let you
So,
set
yeah.
up for that. Hey,
Mhm.
Can I go
ET,
upstairs and join him?
wasn't there a story, right, about the a penanggal around that area, a flying head around the suicide
that
tower?
Okay, not really a penanggal, but the one that I shared just now, that was mimicking the the movement of my friend's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entrails
Mhm.
were hanging out, but there was still some. I mean, like half a torso
Okay.
lah.
No,
Yeah.
because the story I heard was when the person fell down, right,
Mm.
and landed, the head fell off the body. That's why
don't-
it's a headless ghost around that area.
No lah, I don't think so lah. The impact from such a low level, I don't think the head can fall off.
Yeah, we're not very high up.
In fact, what will be interesting, Sham, later, if you do have the time, take your dowsing rods on level 1 later on and see if you can spot where, the person passed on. And it'll be interesting to take a look how whether the dowsing rods actually work or not.
Guys, I'm going to go
I'll
out and see
definitely do
Sham
that.
now, okay?
Okay. Just looking at the comments, Ailey says, many years ago, I was up the tower, not knowing that it's the suicide tower. I saw a black duck show figure peeking up from the stairs when we were looking down the tower. Is it just a peeping Tom? Not maybe try and look upskirt. A lot of these terrible people around.
Confirm.
Okay. Belinda thinks you should do it on the stairs. Thea. Eugene, are you there?
Sham, I'm coming up.
Eugene, are you there?
Eugene,
Okay.
they're calling you.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay, so Belinda is suggesting you should do it on the stairs. Maybe she's sensing something. Do
Okay.
you want to consider doing it on the stairs
Yeah,
itself?
yeah. Belinda says so. I take her word quite seriously because
Okay.
Belinda has the third eye.
Hmm.
B, you want me to do it here or downstairs?
I think she said stairs a few times already.
Stay where?
You know what, Belinda? I'm gonna call you lah. Huh? You don't mind, all right, girl? Then you can talk straight to the boys and see what. Actually, you know what? You call me. I don't have your number. Okay, Belinda, can you call in so I can patch you in and you can talk directly to the boys?
Her number is 9.
Okay. She's here. She's calling. Okay, wait. Chotomate. Belinda, are you there?
Off my
Okay, all right. So we can hear you. Hello, Belinda. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so I feel it's like on the flight of stairs, I think got more activity than upstairs where Sham was like just now.
Okay, on the
So
on the
maybe
stairs
try
itself.
the second flight of stairs.
Okay,
Like here, right here.
where he
okay.
is right now.
No, I'm on the top of the second flight of steps. Where the camera is right now, pointing upwards, that's the second flight. So you'll put the doll there, okay?
Was that?
Okay, we
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that sounds good to you, Belinda.
Here?
Yeah, somewhere, second flight of stairs. Yep,
Okay, all right.
somewhere here.
Okay, what exactly are you sensing, by the way, girl?
I think there's a small entity, might not be so strong,
Mm.
but it's much more activity than upstairs. Upstairs, I think they went out. There's nobody there.
They are partying in the forest. That's why they're hearing those sounds.
Or maybe go to the chalet, have some alcohol with the humans.
There you go. All right. So now you can see what's going on, right? He's put the doll on the stairs. I guess he's
Yeah.
trying to message, or rather, he's trying to communicate with the spirits. What is he doing? What is that? Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, so this is the Kamayan cone. And Malays believe, this comes from my grandmother, by the way. They believe, from at least the Malay community, that Kamayan is a scent that attracts spirits. You would actually use Kamayan as an offering to sort of appease spirits. And by doing so, you can also attract them to your location in a peaceful way. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I feel at this point I should ask this question, okay? Because, boys being boys, right? A lot of times we don't think far ahead. We talk so much about attracting the spirits up. Sekali they show up, then how? What you gonna do next?
Yeah, so that's the whole point, right? We want them to show up, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
then that's where the
But
communication
supposing,
happens.
have you thought of your backup plan? Like if they show up and they're angry, what you gonna do?
I point to
See,
Shamla.
This is what I mean, right? Guys being stupid, right? They're like, oh, I want to see the Hantu. The Hantu show up, right? Then suddenly like, I did not think this through properly.
Then
Sham
you and
want to
I have to
see
start cycling down to the suicide tower, bro.
No, like, we asked Belinda, you stay close to the suicide tower now. Can we send you now?
I'm on the other side of the island.
Yeah, okay. She'll take a while to cycle there.
No, it's okay. I will send my thoughts and prayers through the YouTube. Like,
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, yes.
So I'm gonna put my EMF device out as well. So let's see if there's anything that we can capture. Oh,
Is
wow.
that an actual EMF device
Wow.
or K2 meter?
K2 meter.
Oh, hey, can we
Industrial
see that?
standard.
We can see that.
oh, there's some smoke activity.
Is it windy there now, bro?
That's right. The thing is,
There's
spiking
a
just
bit of
now
a chill, so I suppose there's wind, but I'm getting EMF readings when previously I did not.
Just gonna check in with Sham, who is not too far away from you.
See, on
Do
the
you
door, when there's nothing on the door is just there's no electromagnetic inside.
Hmm.
It light up. Above
Okay.
it is empty.
Okay.
See?
Because I was curious whether or not Sham was using any devices upstairs that might be
It would
causing
not
electromagnetic
interfere all the way
interference.
down here, lah. If it's upstairs down here, we're really interfered.
I don't know. Maybe he got a Geiger meter or something like that.
Walao.
Yesterday we were talking about that, right? Geiger meter, $18 on AliExpress. Maybe he got one.
Gone.
Gone.
Guys, the EMF is gone. The reading is gone. See?
Okay.
It was there
just
just now.
for that short
it's
amount
gone.
of time, you were getting high readings.
yeah,
one point it
saw
was
the- saw the
5.
red color reading just now, and then
Yeah, it
now
was
it's gone.
5 just now. Then it went to 4. Then I put it
Which-
on for a long while. It's 3. I think it's coming back again.
Actually, if we can make it a bit more accurate to negate all the other potential disturbances, maybe you guys want to leave the camera there and move away. Maybe you guys
Okay.
can move up to Sham and then leave the camera
Mm.
there with the EMF meter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're leaving
Right,
the camera there. There's
tonight,
no
I
one.
think the series all shy leh.
There's no one manning it.
Oh no, I see it blinking. I can't see exactly how many lights it's going though,
There's no one.
but it's definitely flashing. Yeah, I see at least a 3, I think. Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Is it the
So-
camera causing the EMF? That's a good question. ET, can the phone camera cause E EMF?
Definitely, because it's transmitting data and everything, so there's a chance. But if it's a huge spike, then it'll be interesting to see.
Okay, because just now, I mean, the camera's been running all this time, right? And it went down to 0.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So yes.
So now, what happened is now that EMF is technically stabilized, because they have moved off, and then there should be no other phones around, other electronical devices. So if you see a huge spike, then that will be interesting.
Or maybe this is what the spike is. Maybe the 3 is the spike, and it's actually the base should be 0.
Generally, you should go beyond that. You will see the meter go all the way to the ends of it.
Okay. Belinda, what is your feeling?
I'm trying to ask the spirit to go and eat the smoke, but they are not fighting the bitch.
What'll be interesting now if the doll blinks? Wow. I would love to see such a thing, you know.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Well,
No,
if it
I
does
always
blink,
ask for things. Yeah.
we're all going to be very thankful that we're at home while our brothers are over there at Pasir Ris Park.
That's why I dare to say that, ma.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
cross
so while
over
we're
and see
monitoring,
what's
yeah,
happening over
the
at
Sham.
Sham side.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my
I
gosh.
freaked out, okay?
This is possession. This is definitely possession.
Can you turn the thing back the other way direction? I literally freaked when I saw that. I was like, what is hanging off the ceiling? But y'all are upside down. Okay, much better. All right, guys. Looks cozy up there. What are you doing? Cannot hear you.
You can't hear. Yeah.
I think Sham will have to turn on his microphone. Cannot hear you. Hello? Cannot hear you, Sham. In the meantime, I will keep one eye on the doll at the bottom and the EMF meter to see whether or not it's we see any spike. Sham's kind of frozen though. Bro, are you okay? He left the chat. Oh, he's okay. All right. Let me take a look at the smoke.
It looks like it's quite windy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, Belinda, just now you mentioned something. You're trying to bait the ghost into eating the smoke. Is that what they do? They eat smoke.
So the smoke in a sense is like their offerings, right?
Yeah.
So Eugene has given them offering and then invited them into the space or asked them to come to the space like at least to show themselves,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I tried to ask them whether if they are able to show themselves and then this smoke offering for them and
Okay.
ask them to have it, but they are not having it.
Okay. Hmm.
So sorry, no luck today.
Is it because there are two of them? There are too many people there, you think? You think if there were less people?
I think tonight might not be the correct night to come.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were hoping yesterday, right, that Eugene being sick, maybe his energy is a bit lower to
Yeah.
attract the energy, but I guess tonight is not the night.
Yeah. Maybe even it goes to show, right, how rich he is in positive energy that even at his sickest, he's still too strong. Okay. Looking at the comment section. Okay. Indigo Porcelain would like to know, how does Belinda talk to them while not being there? Belinda, you want to answer?
For me, I do. Okay, this is all my side. I might sound completely crazy to some people, but this is my own belief. Okay, so how I actually communicate with them is by through like just letting them know like an open communication kind of line. So it's like now I call you, right? So now we are able to talk, right? So I kind of like call out to the spirits there. So it's like a call to them as well.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know whether they are able to hear me, but I keep hearing no from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use
So
a
I think
pendulum to
the
try to
spirits really
communicate.
all very shy.
All right, you were saying, Tay?
I'm going to use a pendulum to try to communicate.
Okay.
I mean, just now we saw a consistent reading of 3 on the EMF device. Now, ET, I agree with ET that usually we are looking at a spike of 5 to ensure a definite reading. The reason for that being at 2 to 3, a lot of passing frequency can trigger the EMF device at a 2 to 3. 5 spike is relatively rarer. So you see a 5 on red, that's usually a good sign that there is an anomaly. But also, to use the EMF meter effectively, you can't just see one red spike and assume that's a ghost. You got to try to create intelligent conversation and try to get more and more red spikes. The more red spikes you get, and answering almost like a yes/no question, that is almost definitive proof that we are facing with a haunting. So far, we have only seen 3, and also because it's so stable, it's like 3. We can then sort of remove that from the evidence and say there is probably some stable frequency around that's creating that anomaly. But funny thing is, now that I'm here, the EMF is back to 1 again and it's not moving. So I'm going to use a pendulum to try to communicate. And this pendulum, it's a personal pendulum. It was a gift from Guru Murali to me. Can you see it? It's what I used to communicate with entities. I only get yes/no question. So maybe for the audience, you might guys might want to ask a specific question. Now's a good time to send your questions over, and I can ask the spirits.
All right. First and foremost, looking at the chat, someone from Supernatural Confession says Eugene will dance at the top of the tower if we have 10 super chats. Is that true? If we get 10 super chats, Eugene will dance at the top of the tower.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right.
10 super chats, minimum $10 each lah. What, my dance free, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody
First
called the
question I'm
Fat
gonna ask
Muppet
is at
wants
least.
to know if you have ever gotten the pendulum to respond
Oh yeah, all the time.
all the time. Okay.
But then again, as I said, pendulum and dowsing rod is a very, very personal tool. It's not something we use as evidence to prove that there is or not, there is haunting or not. Because as I said, If I wanted to fake it, I can fake it and turn it around in any way possible.
Mm.
But the whole point is you trust your pendulum, your pendulum trusts you. I'm not here to try to fabricate results. I'm here to try to get results for myself, if not for the audience. So I'm going to ask a very simple question to begin with. Is there any entity around us that want to communicate? For most people, the pendulum will go clockwise as a yes, anti-clockwise as a no. For me, I was told that because of my rebellious nature, my yes is a counterclockwise, my no is a clockwise.
I
Is there
think the
any
no.
is there any entity in this area that would like to come and communicate with us? No. The answer is no.
Well, Belinda got it.
Yeah, the answer is no. I got a no from my side also. I'm doing some tarot card reading.
Okay, let's do it together, yeah? Okay. Okay, so now let's go back again. Are the spirits in the Pasir Ris mangrove area angry at my presence being here? No. Okay. Any spirits like to manifest in front of Sham, who's on top of the. Yes.
They want to manifest at Shams.
Yes.
Sham, are you there?
There's a strong yes. Look at how the pendulum is moving. Okay. Any questions
Okay.
that the audience would like to ask? Now's a good time.
Just a fun fact, I was doing a reading and the high priest came out. And then when I asked if this card was referring to Eugene, and then they said that this card was referring to Eugene. So what is the high priest? It is a person with a role as a spiritual advisor. So that's probably how the spirits are looking at Eugene, spiritual advisor.
Appreciate it.
Ezekiel has a question. He says, can you ask the spirit, are you the one that passed away here?
Huh? Okay. Well, that's quite a generic question. Like,
As in, are you the ghost of the person that
okay.
actually died at the suicide tower?
is the spirit of the person who has died at this suicide tower present amongst us right now? Is the spirit of the person who died here at this tower present with us right now? I got non-committal answer, guys. It's not a yes or no, it just swings sideways.
What are you getting, Belinda?
I have yes and no.
Yes and
Yeah.
no.
So
Okay.
yes and no, see?
Female spirit, lah, I think.
I think there are multiple spirits here, but
Okay.
probably, they just maybe take refuge here.
Yes.
As they see, probably there's a community or like a village of ghosts here.
Is there any unseen entities here that would like me to share merits and offer compassion prayer so that you can move to the other side?
I'm having a yes.
Yes,
What
it's moving.
about you?
Yes. Yep. It just from zigzag, it just turned massive clock and counterclockwise right now. Massive. It's straining against my fingers. Massive. Okay. Guys, I'm going to do a prayer for the spirits here and dedicate some merits to them. So I'm just going to be meditating for next 10-15 minutes. So you might want to just cut to
Sham. Okay. All right. You do that. So let's cut to Sham. Bro, you there? I can't hear you, bro. You're very soft. Is your speakerphone on or what's the deal? Can barely hear you.
I think his voice is picked up by Tay's camera.
Is your microphone muted? Not your phone? No, cannot hear you at all, dude.
Anyway, just a fun fact. When you're talking about pendulums and dowsing rods, right? So many years ago, I think I was in secondary school. I was playing around. I made my own dowsing rod and I was walking around the house. And then my dad said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just testing out this dowsing rod." He said, "Hey, this is the same thing that PUB used to detect electrical cables underground. Because in the past we didn't have all those detectors. So in the past, the Public Utilities Board actually used dowsing rods to look for pipes as well as electrical cables. So even our government services actually do use such things.
They believe in the dowsing rods. Okay, Sham is back. Still can't hear you, bro. Which is a bit odd because
Usually you
he's
hear
talking directly into his phone, right? I want
usually
to
you
know
hear 鬼遮眼, this one the 鬼遮 the microphone, I think.
where's the microphone. Okay, because I want to know, like just now they said the ghost wants to manifest with Sham upstairs, but what happened? Has anything happened? Okay,
I
he's
see
got
the
the EMF meters there. He's got the lights. This test, right? You want the lights to go on or you want them to go off? What is the... I can't hear him.
I think Sham needs to communicate through the pendulum also, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna call him, okay? And see whether he picks up the phone. Just plug in another device. What is that? Oh, okay. All right, Sham, I'm gonna call you from another line, okay? Because I want to keep Belinda on this line. Okay. This on. Sham. Let's see.
Hello.
Bro, what's going on with your phone? We cannot hear you at all.
I have no idea. Everything on my side is perfectly working.
Oh,
I
okay.
just can't hear everything. That's why I keep dialing in, right, to reset.
Okay.
But I can't hear anything.
Did you hear what Belinda said just now? They were asking questions about stuff appearing at the top with you.
Yes, correct. So
Okay.
I am waiting and I have asked for them to appear, but nothing's appearing. So the torch lights have been set up. I want the lights to turn on.
Okay, but in terms
Yes.
of the EMF spikes,
Nope, nothing at all.
no
It's
EMF
nice and quiet.
spikes. Okay,
Yeah.
no lights coming on.
Nope.
Okay, and also there is no cold spots, temperature readings.
Nope. Dowsing rod, everything done. Nothing. It's really peaceful up here.
Okay, all right. Belinda, what is your sense?
You can
Anything
off
up there with
your
him?
mic. I'll use here.
The card says that when Sham go home, need to be careful.
What?
You go home, have to be careful.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's safe.
When Sham goes home, he needs to be
he
careful.
needs to be careful.
All right. Which,
Yeah.
in other words, Tay, you really need to cleanse him later before he goes home.
Yeah, you need to cleanse, and then after that, probably you'll need to go out for supper before you go home.
Don't go home
Not
straight
let him
away.
follow you home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew, wow. Once again, thank you for your service, Sham. ET, anything to add?
I'm just waiting for something to go off. Sham, I suggest the EMF meter be put at different areas instead of both side by side. One is there's two K2 meters and one one tri-fuel meter, right?
I'll put them around
yes.
Okay.
Tim, maybe you can put down the call with Sham because
So
I
you can
think
use it for his camera, right? Okay.
yeah, our buddy actually brought the Tay's camera up to record
it.
him.
Okay. Okay, Sham, I'll catch you in a bit.
All right.
All right. So now we can see him. We can see him with his lights. Tay is still meditating on the
Are you following me?
on the second floor.
Your camera? Yeah.
Okay.
We've got one here.
Sham, do you want to bring the EMF meter, everything, just slightly a little bit more at the back of you,
Okay.
at the other side? I think you might have a better reading behind you.
Yeah, I suggest you spread it out so that we can capture as much as we can. Because if they go past anyway, one of the EMF should go up. But the only problem is you need to watch all of it at the same time.
Okay, so both ends.
I think one beeps, right? The tri-fuel meter beeps, I think.
Yes, the tri-fuel will be.
Yep, the tri-fuel beeps. So maybe Sham, you can also later, you get the camera guy to actually show the difference between a tri-field meter and a K2 meter, so everyone can see why there's this huge debate about these two devices. Yeah, so that's how they look. So that
you can see it's transmitting, so everything's going off as I get close
Yeah.
to the camera.
if you take the K2 meter and put near the camera, it will definitely start to go off. A tri-field meter doesn't spike as much. It will have a slight spike, but not as much. So that's the difference between two gadgets.
Okay, why is it not going on?
Yeah, there it beeps, right?
Yes, it will turn
Yeah,
red and it'll
so-
start beeping like an alarm.
Yeah, so this, everyone, so that you guys understand how these devices work, and that's why we need to try to remove any electronical disturbance when we do investigations lah.
One more.
So you put a tri-field meter at a place where you don't have to visually look at it because you can hear
Yeah,
it.
so
the-
this is
yeah.
the opposite end already.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to sit up here in the dark.
So this is the time I take out my chips and start eating, is it? And we just
In hopes that something's
If it
gonna
happens, it
happen, is
happens,
it?
right?
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I am going to read a story that was sent to us by Sheila earlier on. Okay. Okay. Let's see what. Oh, someone just texted to say, I keep hearing the sound of a girl coughing. Are you guys hearing any coughing over there on site?
No, lots of noise, but no girl coughing.
Maybe was Belinda, were you coughing?
No, it's not me. But Eugene is sick, so maybe you might be hearing him coughing.
They say girl coughing. Eugene, you cough like a girl. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read the story that came from Alicia. Okay. Alicia says, when I was around 4 to 5 years old, I had a doll that stood 48 inches tall. It was an ornate, dressed up figure that seemed to hold a certain charm. Strangely enough, whenever I was near it, I felt a strong sense of comfort and security. I never experienced illness, night terrors, or any overwhelming fear when it was by my side. However, as I grew older, my mom made the decision to get rid of the doll due to its wear and tear. At that time, I was around 9 or 10 years old, a typical fourth grader who didn't pay much attention to the doll's absence. Yet the moment it left my life, I noticed a shift in my well-being. My body felt inexplicably weaker, and I plunged into a cycle of illnesses. Repeated fevers and frequent trips to the hospital became my new reality. During this period, I also started experiencing a series of unsettling paranormal encounters. Although I didn't possess any supernatural abilities, I didn't have a third eye, I consider myself a logical thinker. Despite this rational mindset, I am aware that I have a faint connection to the unknown, which made these experiences all the more intriguing and bewildering. It felt as if the presence of that doll had shielded me from some negative forces, and without it, I was left vulnerable to illnesses and strange occurrences that I couldn't quite comprehend. And that is by Alicia, who considers herself a logical thinker. E.T., you are also a logical thinker. What do you think of this story? Any, a rational reason why, conventional rational reason why, she would experience, sicknesses, depression after she loses the doll?
Sometimes it's like, when you have a pet and you have a certain emotional kind of bond. I mean, you lose something that's really dear to you. I mean, it can affect us emotionally and psychologically. So it can make us sick. I mean, in that sense, because when you're not right state of mind, I think it's quite common that you just get sick and illnesses and stuff like that. But dolls being dolls, it's always very interesting because I always believe that they are a medium that's very easy for entities to take over. It's just like, where they are now. They're in the middle of a mangrove swamp. Why I think it's a hotbed for entities because spirits like to go back to their origin. And just remember that before we were born, we were in a water bag. So they tend to want to reside in water bodies like a reservoir, a river. And a mangrove swamp is perfect because it's dark. It's got every single kind of condition that's perfect for entities to reside in. So that's why I think the entire try to return to origin, and that explains why dolls are very good medium, because when the spirit leaves the body, it wants to find something that it's home again. So it's very easy for spirits to attach. But I also see the psychological and mental effect when you lose something very dear to you.
Mm,
You would obviously feel emotionally distraught.
okay. Okay. Something I want to bring up. Okay. We also try to be fair to all our viewers as well. And Ivan, well, not Ivan, Ivan and a whole lot of other people, they did do a bit of a voting earlier on, right? And I think a number of people did try voting for the doll experiment to be done upstairs at the top. So we have done it on the second floor stairwell. Tay, do you want to consider maybe doing the test again with the doll, except this time at the top floor?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's better where all the gadgets are, so we can capture as much activity. But in my personal opinion, I would like to do where the death occurred, because that's the point
Later,
of
back when you
impact.
go down again, lah. Huh?
No, yeah, I'm saying generally. I mean, we don't have to do it, but the reason why I say it is because the point of impact is where the soul leaves the body. And then that's what we term residual haunting. Whenever you have a sudden death, the spirit tends to reside at the area where it last was alive. So I always like, when I conduct experiments or investigations, that is generally how I would set up my gadgets, lah.
Okay, I think he's gone to go get the doll.
Hmm.
I mean, we can try it a couple of times. I mean, we've done it on the second floor. We can try it at the top, and then later when they come down, try it again at the bottom.
No, easy
At
lah,
that
because we're
exact
sitting
spot,
we're sitting aircon all lah, easy for us.
exact spot where we experienced that cold spot, years ago.
I want to swap it. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You want to check the picture?
Nice, warm 26 degrees.
You guys happen to have a rubber band? Why I say that, so that you can constantly keep the IR thermometer on the doll and monitor if there's any changes in the temperature.
Yep.
Or I think there's a function, right? Sham, to keep it always on. Is there? I think there's a function there.
No, not that I know.
Okay.
Not this one.
Is Belinda still there?
Cheers.
Yeah, I am. Maybe Eugene, you can ask the question whether you guys are intruding or are you allowed to be here?
Are you there, Tay? Can't hear you. Did his mic go off?
No.
Okay, he's there.
Okay, yeah. We listed off one line. Okay, yeah. All right.
That's the speaker and that's the
Sure.
mic.
Yep.
We'll use the mic and the speaker from here, lah, so no feedback. No what? Shouldn't. Oh, because the speaker. From
Yep.
there. Okay. Sorry, B, what's the question again?
Whether are you intruding or are you have permission to be here?
The spirits and entity of this place. Are you upset that Sham is intruding on your turf? Inconclusive.
Do they not like me?
Do the entities of the mangrove swamp in Pasir Ris do not like Sham's presence? Small yes. A small rotation on the yes. Are there any entities here that would like to play with the torchlights in front of us to turn them on, off?
I'm getting a no.
Yeah.
Alvin, can you focus on Tay? There we go. Thanks.
Would you like us to leave this place?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I'm getting a yes from that. All right. Anyways, it's 11:15. mm,
I have a question. When you got the yes,
Yeah.
right? Was there a spike? Did any of the devices go off?
Nope, the devices are all quiet.
Okay.
Because spirits do not necessarily have to spike the device. There's a deliberate action on their part
Mm.
to search the energy. And it takes up energy for them to communicate using a spike. Any other questions from you guys? Belinda, any questions?
Reading from the comments, Atong says, how many of them are there?
How many? I need a yes, no. Okay, maybe I'll do a less than 10, more than 10 question. Okay. Are there more than 10 spiritual entities standing around us right now? If it's more than 10, give me a yes. I'm getting a
I'm
no.
getting a yes on my side.
Shit. Okay, I'm getting a no for this. I'm going to ask again. Is there less than 10? Okay. Is there less than 10 spiritual entities standing around us right now?
Mine is more than 10.
Did you say stand around us? Because I got standing around us specifically less than 10. Okay. Is there any entity that can communicate to Belinda remotely and pass a message? Inconclusive.
Yeah, I am getting the word we.
Yeah. If not through Sham and not through me, would you like to communicate through Gerald, who's behind the camera right now?
I'm getting a no.
Yeah, no, they don't talk to you, Gerald.
I think Gerald's like, hey,
Or I'm okay.
Would you like us to offer
I
you
have
another
a-
round? Huh? What?
I have a feeling that the spirits are female, so maybe they don't really gel well with the males.
I thought, I
not
I
true.
thought Tay was like, you know, a
Nothing
chick magnet
offense.
all.
Yeah, I know right.
Hey, why the female spirit don't want to talk to you, bro?
Yeah, what's up?
Maybe
Walao.
they
Talk to me,
heartbroken lah. That's why they bye bye.
Yeah lah, because of men lah.
We can have
Then don't want
platonic
to talk to
friendships,
men.
you know.
Men
It's like
are
No, we cannot have platonic friendships between man and woman. Or spirits.
You need to ask what's their pronouns, bro.
Hey, don't start that here.
Okay.
Okay.
If there's no more further questions, then I think we can call it a night wrap up. Is it going to be 11:30? I think.
Wait, if I could,
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to, I do want to just give ET's comments
Yeah.
little bit of a little bit of weight. So
Okay. What
perhaps
else,
we could
Tess?
do something at the base of the
Sure.
stairs as well.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
go down now. Let's pack up. Make sure we don't
I'll
leave
pack up.
anything here.
So because at the point of impact, when the person dies, usually
Mm.
there's blood, and there's always belief that blood carries a lot of
Just
spiritual strength or something like that, especially when it comes to residual haunting. So that's why I believe that it definitely would. And I think that's why we experienced the cold spot out of the countless times that we've done investigations and ghost tours over there. That was the only time, and it was showing us where their potential place would be. Because I'm assuming it's a residual haunting.
Mm. Wow. Okay. So the boys are just packing up. They're gonna go back down. They
Head off,
will try and replicate the experiments. see if they get anything else, and then I guess we'll call it a night. It's almost been 2 hours already. Interesting, huh? Tonight's stream, like nothing we've ever done before.
Yes, I feel so unprepared because I don't have
Because everything is
my
live, right?
yeah I
Usually,
don't have
what
my
happens
case
is
file.
like the boys, they'll do an investigation, they'll video it, they'll record it, and then they'll replay it out on a stream. We'll talk about it. But this is the first time we're actually doing this live, so I think this is relatively exciting. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And if you have any feedback, what you'd like to see, maybe some places they should go and check out next, please suggest inside the text. And if you think maybe they should have more people join them the next time, we try and convince Belinda to also go on site with them.
Alamak, I cannot power already.
ET and Tim will carry on, doing the hard work here behind
Yeah,
our
we
computer
need to jaga the
screens.
base, yeah.
Okay. If I can make it, I'll bring my cards along, and then after that, I also bring like my some of my offerings along. Because the last time I went to Sentosa, and then after that, some people follow me home, and then
Wow.
after I give them some offerings, they went on their way. I tell them, make sure your friend they don't want to go, so must go. Go already, don't bother me, okay?
Right.
And then that night, I had wonderful sweet dreams after blessing them. Yeah.
Okay. So you bring your stuff, maybe offerings, and don't forget, Belinda, you know what you also need to do?
What?
You need to show them your portal. Yesterday she was for ET. ET doesn't know what's going on. She was saying that she has a portal in her home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which and that's why she experiences some disturbances, right? At home sometimes.
So was the portal like open deliberately, or it just happened to be there?
It has been there all my life. So all my life there has been sightings around my house, and then after that, I thought I was going crazy, and then one night, due to lack of sleep, suddenly I think my third eye opened like even more, and then after I seen one like physical gray pale skin grandma right in front of me, and then that's it. My house is haunted. I know for sure.
Just curious, do you happen to stay near a power station?
Power station? No. There's no power station nearby.
Okay.
So it cannot be the EMF.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me top up my glass.
Maybe one day we ask Eugene, then y'all can come here and feel the power spot.
Feel the power. Okay. All right. Let's just cross back over to the boys. I believe they've set up the doll already in what is the area where apparently the death occurred.
This was where we held hands lah.
We did not hold hands, lah. I don't remember holding
Yeah, because
hands.
you felt cold spot, and then you kanchong, you held my hand, you forgot.
As long as it's a cold spot, not a wet spot, bro.
I was shocked on my wine.
Okay.
Sham, are you placing the other gadgets around?
I have to hold back.
One second.
Yeah.
How far are we?
So you put it at spots where the paths are at the edges.
And also, if you can, I mean, for those of us who have never seen a dowsing rod being used, maybe you can show us, lah. You do a dowsing rod experiment there, then we can see how you operate it.
Yes, use the right rods.
I knew he was going to say it. You see the way E.T. smiled, like, you know he's going to say something naughty.
I got tahan. I need to say something.
Such
Right?
Oh God, I swear, if this I half expect the doll to just like run across.
So you know what? I'm staring at the eyes. I'm waiting for the eyes to blink. That's why sometimes when you're asking me questions, Tim, I'm staring at the doll. I'm trying to see whether I can spot anything because my eyes are a bit small, so I need to stare a bit
Sorry,
harder.
I got a question for Eugene. Eugene, do you bring any offerings today for them?
Yeah, I did. I brought incense, like Kamayan.
You give already? Haven't give?
Give already.
Give
Should I give
already.
again? Should I give again?
Feel like not enough.
Oh, no, no. Okay.
or maybe they just want you to go because like they like a bit
No
impatient with
lah,
you.
they
already.
find Sham more sexy today, so they want
I
Sham
feel like
to
they
be
want me to
cutting
bug off.
everything.
Sham, pull out your dowsing rods. I want to see how you operate them.
Sham, can you walk around with your rods?
Yeah, walking around my rod.
Where?
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah. Where? I can't
wait,
even
how
see
do
you. Get
we-
into the camera.
One
Get
second.
into the frame.
Wait lah, relax. He needs to take his rods out first, right?
Do you need Tay to hold your rod?
Which camera they want to see?
Or maybe nobody else can touch his rod except him.
Because it's still dowsing.
Okay.
Okay, so someone just wrote in and say they saw an orb flying towards the doll. Definitely not insect. So if you're on IR mode or cameras which have very sensitive sensors, you pick up a lot of dust particles because over at this area here, there's dust particles, there's wind and stuff like that. So orbs are pretty common.
Okay, so
Okay, everyone
don't
is
just-
off.
Okay. I see. I think I see his
Announce
rod.
the orb because depending on how the orb pattern fly, it could actually be a real orb and not just an insect. So you got to look at how the flight pattern of the orb first.
Yeah, everyone's hyped up about the rod.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they're not really very long.
They
I
You've
I
never
thought they
seen
were
these
like
really-
long sticks. You know what I mean?
no lah.
Okay.
So the
They are
Long
appropriate
metal rod.
size.
Okay. Appropriate size.
They are
Okay.
good. They
Alright.
are long enough.
Now, what are they made of, Sham?
usually just metal wire.
Metal wire.
So
Okay.
in this case, they are should be steel
Steel.
wire.
Okay.
So what they are, they can you guys hear me?
Lama. Oh wow, he got cut off. Maybe battery went flat.
You got cut off.
Someone is calling. Okay. Belinda, I call you back, Ken?
Yes.
All right.
I think I pang for the night already. 你们加油.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Alright.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
Hello?
What and restart.
Hel-
And
Hello?
hi, yes.
Hi, who's
Hi.
this?
I want to remain anonymous, but Tay
Sure.
knows me. I'm calling in from Germany.
Ah, okay.
Hi, Shu.
Hi.
No, she says she wants to remain anonymous, right? And then boom, he goes, hi.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hi.
Okay.
Yes, I was about to say. I think he needs to make some kind of offering.
Mm. Okay. What would you suggest? Because he mentioned he's got some incense. Belinda, who was on the call
Let's
earlier,
drink something more physical.
something more physical.
Yes.
Himself.
What? What?
I thought the same thing too.
I'm not sure about that.
Hey, is there
But
anything
food
that you
to
have on
drink
you
or
that you can offer?
Something to be consumed.
I offer Sham as tribute.
Something that can be consumed.
Okay, start. Should be okay now.
Yeah. But maybe
You guys-
try that, perhaps.
Okay, maybe try that. Do you have anything on you at all, bro? Like,
Physical offerings.
Yeah, so we can wait around.
I'm sure Sham has something from McDonald's. I saw him drinking.
yeah, I was
something
gonna
from
say that
McDonald's.
you guys gonna offer food or drinks or something. It's not too late to order Mac delivery.
But yeah, maybe try something in that direction because you have incense. It's a bit more on the spiritual side, right? But you need. I don't know. My impression is maybe you need to ground it a little bit, perhaps.
To ground it a little bit.
Just a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Any
problem.
suggestion at this point will be much appreciated. Do you have any would you like to share any of your own experiences while we're waiting for the boys to get something out of their experiment right now?
Maybe I'm watching the experiment. I will share my experience maybe another time. But
Okay.
right
Sure.
now, let's let the investigation take place and see what happens.
Absolutely.
But
Well,
thank you for asking.
yeah, thank you for your call. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk
Thank
to you
you.
soon. Appreciate it. Bye.
So sorry, Alvin, can you switch the camera to him using the dowsing rods so they can see how it's done?
Someone's coming. Did I hear him say that? Okay.
So basically,
Using
when
the
you use
dowsing, yeah.
basically when you use dowsing rods, what you need to do is in your mind, you need to ask the questions or can say it out loud. And basically, when you reach the spot of a certain place or thing, the rods are supposed to cross. If it goes wider apart, then it's not the place. If it crosses, then usually that's where the area that we're looking for, lah.
So you need to visualize and think of what it is you're looking for first, lah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So it can apply to anything.
Yes.
People, water, jewelry,
Yes. In fact,
hantus.
in fact, in the past, both dowsing rods and pendulums were used. Pendulums were usually used on maps where they want to do oil exploration and stuff. Sometimes people use it to find treasures, and then when they're on the ground, then they start using the dowsing rod.
Okay. I have a question. Tay, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. From where you are right now, you're at the base, is it, of the tower?
Sorry.
Where exactly are you in relation to the tower right now?
The tower is behind me. I'm at the foot of the tower.
Okay.
That's where the stairs to go up is.
Okay. So earlier on,
Remember
remember when you were at the base of the tower and I was asking you about your feelings? You feel exactly the same now as you did earlier? Better, heavier, lighter?
No, I feel some form of annoyance. Like, at first they were kind. They were like, okay, you guys are here. We did our prayers. We did our permission. They're like, okay, give our offerings. Then now it's like, they're like a bit more like, and we are overstaying guests. Like, okay.
Okay, so you feel like they're annoyed at you, but do you feel like you were in any danger?
No, I'm not in
Okay.
any danger.
Not at any point of time tonight. Did you feel like something was out to attack you? Anything was trying to chase you away?
No, not at all. In fact, when we communicated with them through the pendulum, I felt they were aware of what we're doing, and they were not angry or annoyed. But I think because the persistence of wanting them to enter the door, which they don't want to, so what I did was I just offered even more offerings, light up even more kamayan for them, by way to appease the spirit. But I really doubt if they are going to enter the door, make contact, or give you some form of entertainment in the way we would like them to.
Okay. All right. Here's a very interesting question from Mark Shippo. He asks, blood offerings cannot.
Yeah, can lah. But then what are you calling, right? You don't know what you're calling for with blood offerings, because none of the land deities will require you to give a blood offering. So if
They
you
won't
choose
require
to
you,
give
but would they accept it?
would they accept blood offering? To be honest, I don't think so, because that has not been any of the traditions or the customs that I know where you offer blood to say to a peko. So if you do, you might get rejected because that's not the flavor for the gods. But what you might attract is other entities that you don't want to attract, because you cannot manage their onslaught.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. If I were to do that, say I bring pig head or pork or blood, then I would probably perform a very different ritual to make sure that we sort of protect the place. And
But it wouldn't be your own blood, lah. You wouldn't be pricking your finger into a.
No. The reason you don't prick your own blood and offer your own blood, because you are signing on a cert. And because you can't physically see what cert you're signing on, you're literally signing a blank check. So I may be pricking my blood here. I said, oh, please take my offering. Oh, I know, very gung-ho. But I'm signing a blank check. Whoever has that blood packed with me can decide to claim a price in any way that they deem fit, and I would have made a promise without realizing what it is.
Are you dancing?
No.
Sorry, there was a lag and it looked like you were dancing for a little bit. I was like, wow, you got your 10 super chats already. He's doing his dance.
How many super
Okay.
chats did I get today? I don't even know.
I can't tell from here.
Sorry to my members who are, making donations and giving super chats. I'm not on the other side of the phone. I really can't see, but I'll probably go back home and scroll through the chat and just to catch up on what I missed out tonight.
He'll be spending the rest of the night, running through because, look, there have been a lot of people who say they saw things in the background during the stream, and I think that's worth a check, right? To literally go through every single frame, every single minute to see whether or not you picked anything else up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, sort of things that we tend to take for granted as paranormal investigators as something that is easy to debunk, shadows, people, orbs. And I think there's actually a danger in being too jaded with such evidence, because that even though the real one comes in, which is really 1 in 100, you tend to overlook that as well. So I always tend to take everything that comes my way a little bit more serious than just, I've seen that 100 times before. It's probably not.
Yeah. I have a question. Is that the only way that rods can be used, that dowsing rods can be used? Because Fusian is wondering if the rods are meant to be used that way, or if they're supposed to be used like a pendulum.
It is.
Are there multiple ways
my
to use the dowsing
understanding,
rods?
you use the rod like a pendulum. If it's straight, it's a no. If it crosses, it's yes, or vice versa. And like what ET has said, and it's very, very true, dowsing rods were used before technology existed for people to find water. So there is some ancient science to such rudimentary tools. For me, the pendulum works like a charm each time, so I use the pendulum. I use the dowsing rod; it just doesn't connect with me. So
Okay,
to each
but
his
the way
own.
that Sham is holding the dowsing rods, is that the way you are familiar with?
Shit, I didn't even see him.
It is. That's the correct way to use your
You
dowsing
hold it
rod.
like a gun, right? The thing
Yes,
Yeah,
sticks
you
yes.
out.
hold it. It has to be free swinging. So as you can see, he's got these sleeves on the rods. It's not just holding onto the metal itself, so it can actually swivel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So
Oh,
dowsing rod
thank
actually has
you.
like a hollow cylinder with the rod inside.
Yes.
Say thank you to Earthlyn, who just gave the $10. He
Oh,
calls it a
thank you.
dancing fee. I think you need to dance some more, lah, bro. Watch the money come in.
We already did 10 super chat, guys. 10 super chats of $10.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
Sham
see.
is exploring. I think this is the top of the tower already. I think.
No, Sham's not
What?
upstairs. Sham is. At least are you upstairs? Fuck me, when?
He
He
floated
didn't know
past you, bro.
he didn't know he was left there by himself.
Okay, so you know what? Because it's so dark here, right?
Right.
And if you're really silent, you walk past me and I got this bright light in my face, I really cannot see you because, guys, I'm staring at the staircase, but I should have seen Sham walk up, but I did not. So you know what?
So you thought all this
ET
time Sham was behind you, is it?
No, he was, because I see lights around the side, so I thought he's over there.
Fella commando lah. That's why.
Yeah. Stealthy. And it's not just him. Gerald is with him as well.
Yeah.
There's 2 people who walked by you didn't even notice.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that, the shadow creature or the man that we saw earlier today, he could have walked past me. I would have seen him, and maybe he's quite black, right? From the video that we saw.
It was a dark figure, a shadow. I mean,
Yeah.
can't tell you any
So-
more than that. Sham,
Okay,
are you there? Can you
I
hear
feel the
us?
spirits are here. I feel the spirits are here. I feel like they just all came into this space in front of me right now.
And are you standing at the spot, at that cold spot? At that
Yes,
area?
yes.
You're right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Right there where the doll is. Doll's on the ground. I mean, it's just that
Okay.
the camera is facing me. The
The,
doll's on the ground.
Devices are still there? The
All
EMF
the devices are here. I
Okay.
can see the devices on the ground. They're all green. Nothing has lighted up yet.
Okay. Looks like the boys are coming back down. I don't think I saw the dowsing rods cross at all.
No.
They did
no,
not.
it didn't.
No.
I could feel them wobble a little bit,
Mm.
but nothing deliberate to cross them. So yeah,
Maybe
we walked
Tay
the whole
needs,
perimeter as well,
maybe
up
Tay
and
needs
down.
to do the spirit dance lah. I think.
What is the spirit dance, bro?
I have no idea.
He already said he was going to show up in his FBT shorts and he did not. Maybe that's why the ghosts are not happy
FBT shots with a bottle of water.
Okay, one thing, walking up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
If you
Mm.
play with the shadows correctly, right?
yeah,
The shadow cast by the pole, right, looks
Yeah.
like a head.
yeah.
So if you think you're gonna look for something and
You'll
you
find
see
something.
it, yeah, you will
Actually,
find
just now when you were on top, right, and I was on the
Mm.
second story stairs, because you had your light on, I could see your shadow against the trees.
it. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of ways to see it if you want to look for it.
You are totally right in that, and I think that's why being experienced in paranormal investigation actually helps, because a noob would come in and it will be triggered by every single fear that you
Mhm.
feel. And investigation needs to be very sanitized in that sense.
Yes. I mean, even just now walking, just the shadows playing around, you think they are heads.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, I'm not feeling anything here. I think the spirits are done. They took my offering and they have buggered off. Because I felt them coming to me,
Mm.
almost like a group hug,
Yep.
and then they left.
Well,
And then it's empty again. The energy that she's gotten a bit more quiet from just now.
So as as you just said that, I just felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't usually get this feeling. So I think where the staircase is and exactly where we felt the cold spot, it's probably a place or certain path, like how ley lines are. I think
Yeah.
there's a certain path somewhere there, because really I the last time I felt this was at an investigation when some of my gadgets went off. So I think what they felt was real. And
so
that
wait,
it's
what,
a
you're
certain
feeling
path.
it now? You're sitting in the
Yes,
comfort of
yes.
your own room.
Yeah,
Why
yes,
would
yeah.
you
So
be feeling it now?
Yeah, so
Sound right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
the
why I when I do investigations, I do feel such things. And as they said that, somehow I just felt that it was totally true, and I can imagine some stuff going through. I mean, I don't know if they're hantus, but basically energy that's going through some sort of a ley line. And I think where the area where we felt the cold spot, it's somewhat like a ley line, where they actually follow that path. And as they said, they probably just left.
That's creepy. You know, basically what you're saying, right? If you are feeling stuff from there, you're basically saying that even from the comfort of our own homes, we're not safe.
We are safe. It's just some of us are a bit more sensitive, lah. I guess.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Which means
Yeah.
we are at just as much risk as the guys down there.
Oh yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Less lah.
So just now, right, while walking around as well,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I felt goosebumps.
Mm.
But it's really then after that it was on my arms. So I brushed my arm. Very, very fine spider web. But I can't catch it, but I felt it.
Mm.
But you just feel it as you're moving, like
Mm.
the line is pulling down your arm. So if you
So
don't know
what-
what
was
that
it
is
a
as well,
spider
you're
web?
trying to pull, right?
So it was a
but
spider
you're not
web.
getting anything.
So was it or was it not? I don't know what you're saying.
Pretty sure I'm 99% sure it was a spider web.
Okay.
Because you can still see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see here.
Yeah. You see-
Camera.
I don't know whether you can.
You can still see here.
okay.
Hey, no, that's a dowsing rod.
No.
Ayah, I thought that was spider web lah.
It's like, that's a goddamn
That's
big
why-
spider web.
That's why just now he appeared upside down. He got Spider-Man kind of
Yeah,
powers
last night
already,
we
I
were
think.
just talking about the spider hunt too. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so what's the
Get
deal?
out,
You
get out.
guys are
Let's, you
going
guys.
to hit
Okay,
that.
so let's back up and then.
Okay. And then I want to see,
The
for
cleansing
my
ritual.
own not well-being lah, okay, peace of mind. Eugene actually doing the blessing on all the people who are there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
We go out first, then I'll cleanse you. Right?
Yeah. No point cleansing there because you pick up something along the way.
Tapao,
Yeah. And then after that, like Belinda said, you cannot go straight home. Please go McDonald's or something like that. Deposit whatever is tumpanging you down there.
because paranormal
we're
investigators love to eat
So
supper.
if any of you are listening in and you are living in Pasir Ris and you want to hang out with us, for sure, where we're going to go right now is the sports complex, McDonald's sports complex
Okay,
at Pasir Ris.
another thing. You think something's crawling around you, right? There's just a lot of ants, especially after the rain. I don't know if you can see it. It's like moving around. They're just
Go.
everywhere.
Phantom
Sweet.
ends.
Sweet fella, are you?
Wow.
Ghost ends.
No,
The way
they're
he's just
they were
holding
just
it.
all over the place. So yeah, another reason you might be feeling something.
Mosquitoes got not tonight. You get bitten? Any
Make
of
sure
you
you got
get
all your
bitten?
stuff.
Mosquitoes.
Can?
Anybody get bitten by mosquitoes?
Not so much.
Yeah, no mosquitoes today.
No,
I don't. I think there's no mosquitoes here as well.
Okay.
I
you
didn't.
wanna
I
walk
didn't
out?
feel any bites.
not you lah. You got a different kind of bite. All right. We'll let them carry on walking. Let's see. I got more stories that I found.
Mm.
Let's see. Okay. This one, you type in like haunted suicide tower, and these are the stories that will come up, like Pasir Ris. All right. So, vampiric Pontianak.
Hmm.
Reports on two women standing at the top of the tower. According to some, it is possible that the chickbones have been rumored to roam the area in Pasir
Tim,
Ris Park.
hang on. I think they spotted something, is it?
No, we're just looking.
Oh, okay.
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 Sorry.
So yeah, nothing more. Just that some people have seen the scary Miss P around that area.
Like I said, okay, so that area, if you guys have been there, I don't know why it's called a bird watching tower. Every time I've been up there, okay, like, maybe I'm wrong because I always go at night, so I don't really see birds at night. But there's a lot of noise pollution coming from the nearby chalets and stuff. So we need to ascertain the sounds that we hear, especially when we're there, using our EVPs and stuff like that, so we can analyze the data later. That area honestly is pretty spooky, especially where Tay is walking now, the boardwalk and everything. It just gives you the creeps if you don't have enough lighting. It's really quite freaky.
Okay, Jason, thank you very much for sending us. You say you thought you saw something. I'm just going to share this with the group so that they can maybe post it up and see whether or not this really is something to pay more attention to.
You just WhatsApp, is it? Tim, I can't hear you. Tim, you're still muted. Alvin? Can't hear Tim. You can hear him? I can't hear him. Bro, I think the EMF has gotten to your microphone. Mm-hmm. I can't hear Tim. Yeah, so every time when we do ghost tours at the boardwalk, there will be someone that will feel something weird. And last time when we used to lead our tours, we used to dispatch them pair by pair because sometimes when there's too many people around, we tend to repel the entities that's around there. Tim, are you back?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Alvin, I'm sending you two pictures, okay? And then maybe you can put them side by side in front. This is sent by Jason, who thinks he might have made out and something like a figure or something like that. So one picture is just with nothing there, and then the second picture, he's actually outlined what he thinks he saw in that space.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's basically it's a void of smoke lah.
You think it's smoke? Well, he thinks he can see a image of
I mean,
a person in
it's
smoke.
the void of smoke.
Okay. Still makes a good picture.
So if you look at the picture, it's the smoke from it's the smoke from the incense that Tay was burning. So then there's an outline you can see. There's the void of smoke.
What are we looking at?
Okay.
What are we
You
looking
showed the picture of what? The
Uh,
second picture that
Now or what? Or they're replaying?
No. Alvin's trying to put it up on the
Okay.
screen. Okay. But you can see it on Paranormal Recon as well. Well, you won't be able to.
Okay.
Can you see on your phone? You can't access your
Yeah,
WhatsApp,
but it's
right?
kind of small.
Oh.
It's tiny lah. Can't see it. I'll go back and check.
Okay.
I'm not willing to write off everything and anything just because I don't have an answer for it. I'm keeping an open minded. There's many rational explanation, there's also as many supernatural explanation for certain things.
Okay, so basically that's the outline, bro. Can you see?
Mm. Yeah. I can see. Definitely can see. I mean, I saw the picture up close already.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it's an area where it looks like it's a void of smoke. So the outline.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
What do you think, Tim?
looks like a Cluedo character. Immediately when I saw the
Cluedo?
outline, I mean, based on the way the outline is drawn, I'm thinking of Cluedo, you know. But
Why
well, I mean, you know,
Cluedo?
interesting. I think different people are going to see things. I can't say what it is or what it's not, but I mean,
Mm.
obviously, when you put an outline over it,
Yep.
yeah,
more
I mean,
apparent.
it can draw my attention to it. But I also believe that, you know, it could just as easily be, what as ET would say, a void of smoke. Right? I've never heard
Mm.
it quite said that way before. A void of smoke.
Yeah,
I've
because I
heard
was
a
just
puff of
thinking of
smoke.
what
I've never heard of a void of smoke. Okay.
because the smoke of the the incense all around.
Hmm.
So it's just that part that's lack of
Okay.
Yes, Kermit. It looks like Kermit. Kermit the Frog. That's what some of our readers are saying. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, boys, are you guys are not heading back via the mangrove swamp area, right? This is the main jogging
Walk
track.
down the mangrove swamp.
They walked out already.
through
Oh,
the
you
mangrove
walked out
swamp.
already. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on your way back, you're not seeing anybody either? All empty. Dead of the night.
Now we are back to civilization
Okay.
near McDonald's.
Okay. Well, you know what? Buy a Happy Meal on me. You've earned it. ET and I will treat your Happy Meal.
Yeah, man. And,
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Okay. So now Eugene is going to cleanse the boys. Can we big screen them so we can see him do this?
We're crossing the road.
Oh, he's going to cross the road. I thought he's going to cleanse. Yeah, don't cleanse in the middle of the road. Safety first.
so there's this old wives' tale, right? That you cannot look, go to a crossroad junction and cannot look in between your legs because, hantu and everything, you see ghosts. I think more like because you cannot see the incoming car, the oncoming car, lah.
That would look ridiculous, lah. Okay, he's standing in the middle of the road and then like.
Yeah, but
bending
that
over
is
with-
one of the one of the ways to see ghosts. Well, there's this. You remember last time there's this movie called I-10 or something like that, like different ways to see ghosts.
Yeah, no way. Look between your legs at crossroads. Probably you end up becoming the ghost.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying because you don't see the car coming, lah.
That's a more common sense than
Yeah.
Okay. Paris says there's a skull in front of Sham. A skull. Oh.
No, as in the that smoke figure.
Ah. That was the skull. Okay. All right. A lot of people at McDonald's now. Michael says the French fries will negate the haunting. Screen freeze.
So what?
Okay.
So they're gonna do the
So,
cleansing.
I mean, while
McDonald's.
they're walking around, I also want to know, like, you guys, once you drop in the chats, either on YouTube or Facebook, where do you think these brave individuals should go and investigate next? I'm waiting for someone to go my house. Okay, someone says Diamond Block. Where is Diamond Block?
Diamond Block is locked. It's in Jurong.
Jurong.
We can't go up.
Oh, okay.
But we can go down to the area and then show you guys. You can go to Tengah as well. But I think in terms of the ambience, you're not going to get it like where we were just now. I mean, ideally we can go OCH, but I think my number of free passes there has been used up already.
Coffee Hill Cemetery.
Oh, problem is there's no reception, so you're not going to get the live stream there.
Pulau Ubin. Got reception now.
No reception as well.
Wat Hassan.
Kampung Wak Hassan can. Can. Kampung Wak Hassan. Sure.
Actually, you know
Queenstown
what? You
area.
know what?
There's one-
You know Lucky Heights. The
Lucky Heights, yeah.
There's Boyani Cemetery.
Boyani Cemetery. Okay.
We were just
yeah,
talking
there.
about Lucky Heights last night.
Oh really?
Because that's where Luke's House of Horrors was.
Oh yes.
Okay. I like how this one, Ange says we should investigate Belinda's portal.
Sounds,
Yeah, why not?
Didn't
Okay.
offer it yesterday. You guys want to see my portal?
Yeah. Maybe you should bring offerings as well. McRitchie Reservoir.
McRitchie Reservoir can.
Mm,
Except we got to do it before 7 because NPark rules after 7. Legally, we're not supposed to be there. And I
Sembawang
can't light
Park.
up fire.
Sembawang Park. Where's Sembawang Park?
Sembawang lah, your Wahasan lah, Sembawang.
Oh, okay. Ken Ridge Park.
Can.
Labrador Park
Okay.
near the tunnels.
Bless you all here first.
Okay. Okay. Blessing. Okay, I want to see how he blesses them.
Just to show the audience the before and after so that we know that they've been cleansed. I'm going to do a pendulum check to see, first of all, if there's any entity following Sham. And if so, let's cleanse it. If no, it's good, then we'll still cleanse anyway. Is there any negative energy on Sham right now that he has brought out from the mangrove swamp? I asked again, is there any negative energy around Sham he has brought out from the mangrove swamp?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, but I'll still bless you anyway. Gerald, come here. Gerald's fiddling with a tripod.
Make sure the thing don't drop, that's all.
Okay. Gerald, is there any negative Gerald? Any negative Gerald? Is there any negative energy around Gerald that you brought out from the Pasir Ris mangrove swamp? Everyone's clean today. Okay. Is there any negative energy around me that I brought out from Pasir Ris mangrove swamp? Okay, all of us are clean. We can't bring anything out, but just to be safe, I'll just clean everyone. I'll just cleanse everyone. Anyway.
Sorry, Tay, I have a question, Tay. So,
Yeah.
do you need to do the pendulum over your doll?
Over my dog.
The
Doll.
doll.
I did that just now.
No, as in
On
like asking whether, anything attached to it at the
No need.
moment.
I can just do it anyway. I did it over the doll because
Ah.
I wanted to the camera to capture the doll and the pendulum at the same time.
No, as in you're asking whether any of you brought anything out from the swamp, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering whether do you do that to your doll, whether anything is
I cleansed
attached
it just
to the...
now before I packed my
Ah,
bag. I cleansed it
okay.
already.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What was the address, right? Oh, okay. Who wants to go first? Gerald and you at the same time. Just start it. Yeah, fine. All right, guys. We're gonna go to McDonald's now and gonna just chill. If any of you are watching this and you wanna hang out with us, that's where we're gonna be. Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Back to you guys.
before we close the stream, we just want to say thank you very much to everybody. Good job, guys, on site. I want to say thank you to Sham, to Eugene, as well as to Gerald as well, for a job well done. I think, are you guys happy with how the stream turned out tonight? Hey.
Can they still see us?
Yes, we can see you. How do you feel about the stream tonight?
How do you feel about stream tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe just a slight goosebumps during the tower itself with Eugene, actually. Yes, my back was facing the other entrance and as well as the tower itself. So I had some little goosebump at the back from the bottom of the spine all the way up. And that's all.
All right, Sham, your experience.
Think we should maybe do a more, I don't know, do the investigation on the fly. So you'll find a day where supposedly it feels good or not so good to be at the tower, where we're likely to encounter something, and then we just go.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
And of course, Tay, you and I, we've done a lot of crazy things together. How do you
Yeah.
feel about tonight's first epic experience?
I think tonight, in terms of a spiritual or supernatural haunting, was pretty much a one, perhaps even if at all.
Yeah.
There were some signs of them around, and I truly believe that even if we're not being haunted, they are still around. It's just how much of the energy they want to expend to interact with us. And today, I felt they were around, but they were not interacting much. Perhaps like what Sham said, we could wait for like an eclipse or a specific time to go down and investigate. But besides this supernatural portion, I think let's assume this, right, guys? Like out of 10 times we go to investigate, maybe if we are lucky at all, one time we really get something to show for. But I hope that the audience really enjoyed the way we set this up, where we can show you the field work and then cut over to you guys. Because I don't know, hearing the stories that you guys shared, the full goals that came in, to me, seeing the goals is secondary. Having the whole community engagement and sharing in that fright and that eagerness to want to see something together, that is the goal currency that we're looking for.
All right. So, you are pretty adamant that we were only going to do this one time, right? Last week. So having
One time,
gone
that's it,
through
right,
this, you think there's going to be another time?
I really don't know, because you can see I'm sweating. It's midnight. We're gonna take a cab back. It's a lot of hassle and cost. For you just turn off the lights and go and sleep. We still have to get home and walk to the car park and take our car. So you know what? To me, this is the last. It's a one-time special. That's it. Just the committee will decide at the end of the day if they want to see more of us or not. But to me, balls, man, this is hard work, guys.
Okay, lah. All right. See, so anybody, you don't go and get upset with us, if we don't do this anymore, you know who the person who say this is one off the one to do already.
Oh, great to me now, huh?
All right, so send your hate mail to Eugene Tay. But I gotta say, this has been fun. We've never done anything like this. It has been an honor doing this. I want to say a big thank you, of course, not just to ET, but also to the guy who was manning all this. I don't know how manic it was at his place,
Alvin
making
De
sure
Cruz.
the technical aspects were working. Mr. Alvin De Cruz, thank you very much. Shout out to our voice of the voiceless, our smooth operator.
To all our
big thank
fans
you, of
supporting
course.
us tonight, thank you very much.
Yeah, and of course to
Keeping us
Belinda as well
company.
for joining us, and to everybody, whether you're a Supernatural Confessions fan, whether you are a Radio Paranormal Singapore fan, whether you are a fan of both, it is a small community. Tell all your friends about it, support us, and we will catch you next time. For Radio Paranormal Singapore and Supernatural Confessions, my name is Timo, asking, is it the Hantu?
My name is Eugene Tay, signing out, saying it must be the Hantu.
And this is
Go.
ET. It's always the EMF.
Chum?
And Shama, it might be the Hantu, we'll see.
Good night, everyone.
And of course for Gerald as well. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See
Good
you.
night.